Hello, guys and gals, and welcome. So I'm going to be streaming on YouTube today. Let me make sure my chat is working. Nightbot. Nightbot, hello, Nightbot. Are you there, Nightbot? Let's see if anybody is on Discord, shall we? Doesn't look like anybody is on Discord right now, but I could always hop into Atmos Bar and Grill and see if anybody shows up later. My bot is not doing his thing, which is very sad. So we have a couple things to talk about today. Oh, there we go. He finally worked. Just a little slow. Just a little slow, that's all. Just a little bit. Just a little bit slow. So we have some things to talk about today. We've got some interesting things to talk about. Number one, right off the bat, Diablo 4 got delayed. Almost indefinitely, as far as I can tell. Blizzard released a financial statement to the board of developers or whatever, their owners, to basically tell them that the games would not be out this year, and so the profits from those games would not be on this year's, a report, essentially. And so that, that means their stock is going to go down. What's up, Joshua Steinwald? It's first time seeing you in here, I think. I think it's first time. How's it going, man? Alright, I want to check and make sure I've got all my my little doodad quests. My little doodads. I gotta make sure I got all my little doodads. Alright, so Den of Evil is completed here. Everything in Act 4, Act 5. I've got my... I haven't killed Neilthak or the soldiers, but that's okay. Alright, let's check Nightmare difficulty and let's see if I've got anything going on there. I think I'm missing a quest or two. I just wanted to go check. It's always nice to have that extra HP, the extra stat points, the extra skill points. They all come in handy. I mean, you get 20 HP per difficulty setting for a total of 60 HP. You get 5 stat points per difficulty setting, which is a total of 15 stat points, and you get 4 skill points per difficulty setting for a total of 12 skill points, which is pretty nice. And even just 1 or 2 of those missing can make a pretty big difference on your character, especially if you have things like plus to maximum mana or plus to maximum health, or just if you need that 1 more skill point to cap off a tree. That's pretty nice to have. I'm waiting for my rate limit to go down. My rate limit. The limit of the rate. Let's put that right here. Alright, so are we missing anything in Nightmare? So we are missing the book, and we are missing the HP. We are also missing our Nightmare Soulstone quest. We can go see if we can get lucky on our drop, our rune drop. So let's go ahead and go to Kuros Docks here. It is nice that they added the ladder rune words. I think the game would have been a lot less fun without them. But at the same time, I also feel like the addition of them has kind of ruined ladder. I don't know. It feels like. Usually I can get the Jade figurine to drop here. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. One of these council members usually ends up dropping it, but... What's up, Torque Ice Fist? And none of them drop me a Doojanks. The shame of it all. Flawless amethysts and flawless rubies, though. Okay, alright. I'll take them janks. I ain't gonna complain. Hey, stop being rude to my merc. Stop being rude. Come on, drop. There we go, jade figurine. Alright, so now we just need to go get the book, and we're set. The book is always in the same place, basically. It never changes. You go down all the way through from Travincal, or up, rather, if you want to go the other way. I'm going backwards. But you go all the way down to Karas Bazaar. It's always in Karas Bazaar. I don't have the Karas Bazaar waypoint, or I will just go there. I would just head on down. Head on down to New York City. Gonna get all the girls because they so pretty. Fire enchanted. Have some ice then. Ooh, rune droppers. Drop me some runes there, buddy. That's a diamond. That's not a rune. Look at this skull pile on the ground right here. Some big skulls. Some mighty big skulls. What's up, Ryan? How goes it, man? A lot of new faces in chat today. I'm super excited about that. Y'all don't even know. I like seeing new faces. Alright. So I don't think it's this one because it's usually facing the other way. But you can tell by the name. This is the disused fane, so that's the wrong one. And ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm exploding it. This is only nightmare difficulty, so I'm not really too worried about killing things. There is an off chance that I could get a decent rune from one of these guys, but it's a pretty rough chance. That's why I'm only really killing the rune droppers specifically. If you guys are unaware of which monsters have a higher rune drop chance than others, I do have a whole video up on that. This is the correct one, the Ruined Temple. Door is booby-trapped, of course. Straight up booby-trapped. And that's what you get, sirs. Hey, no fireballs.
I am overburdened.
Alright, so we got the tome and we got the figurine. Let's go turn them in. Hexfire. That's the plus fire skills sword, isn't it?
Good to see you.
If I remember correctly. Dear Lord, Deckard came back off a little bit. I'm trying to click on the stash. It all up in my face. He all up in my grill. And just like that, 5 more stat points. Always nice to have 5 more stat points. Bink. All this trouble over a tattered book. Well, we got the golden bird of Quilly. The golden bird of Quilly.
The golden bird of Quilly. Thank you, my friend. Busy yourself while I experiment with the ashes within it. Then return and see what I've made for you.
Sorry, I love this part. Then return and see what I have made for you.
Good to see you. From the ashes of Quilly, I have mixed for you a potion.
Ah, yes, the ashes of Quilly. Drink it right down. Mmm, delicious. Delicious and nutritious, a milkshake made of bones. I'm gonna drink it all down and I'm gonna go to scones. Mm. All right, let's go get our our Hellforge done. You play on Switch better than nothing. The Switch is pretty good. I actually kind of like it. There are many times that I've wanted like a game on a portable system, and I thought to myself, this would be really nice if, this would be really great if, you know, but it never really happened. And even though the Nintendo Switch version might not be the most optimal version out there, you know, it's obviously the worst version of all the versions. If you're counting pure graphical fidelity, the fact that I can play it at work on my lunch break is definitely nice.
Not enough mana.
I don't care what y'all say. Don't need internet. You have your phone.
I mean, I only get 15 like gigs of hotspot per month, so.
Oh, I gotta turn you up your way down, sir. Yeah, I just use the tethering on the phone, and pretty much all you got to do is just tether your Switch to the phone, and you immediately have access. It doesn't even seem to use the connection. I've checked it. Like it seems to load the connection up, it loads your character, and then it like barely sends any information back and forth. Because I'm mainly just playing single player games when I'm on my lunch break. I'm not gonna bother with a bunch of groups.
You're the guy to ask. You got an ethereal gore rod laying around?
Gore rod? What's gore rod?
No, gore rod.
Tanner gore rod? The pike?
Yeah, the poison or the fire resist one.
The paladin pike, right?
I don't know. I just know it's got like a lot of fire, max fire res on it.
No. I found a couple of those. Have not found an ethereal one. I found quite a few of those actually. But yeah, no, none ethereal yet.
I need mana.
There's a lot of items I would like to get my hands on ethereal. Ethereal Guardian Angel Templar coat. That would be great. That's actually a really good merc item. Giving your merc 90 all res is definitely something that's pretty sweet. The Ethereal Head Striker. I'd really take my hands on an Ethereal Head Striker too. Did you still want a Rhyme Shield and a Grim Shield? Because I just found a 2-socket Grim Shield.
Oh no, I got one.
Remember, we looked up the Grim Shield and it had the highest block rate out of all the shields.
Yeah, I always put my rhymes in the full version.
I need mana.
In the what version?
The skull shield, whether it's Grim or Troll or.
Oh, the Grim has higher block chance than the Bone. That's why I was specifically pointing that one out. The Grim also has higher block chance than the Troll's Nest, which is the Hell version. I don't know why the Grim has the highest block chance. It does. That's the only reason I pointed it out, because I just found a Grim 2-socket.
No, I'm definitely gonna end up with a Storm Shield on that character.
I need mana.
Not much multiplayer stuff to do on the Switch, though. It's like single player with the odd person in your party. I notice if you pick things that are popular, you tend to get a group. Like I was trying to get groups the other day, and it was like if I picked like a Bale Run or something, I'd get a group. But for the most part, I wouldn't get groups. Like it would just be me alone by myself the entire time. No matter what I picked, even if I did like cow level and stuff, which I thought cow level would have been pretty popular, but.
Hail to you, champion.
I'm trying to get better on swapping my items back and forth. I've got a lot of good items to swap these days. The perfect Maras, I got like a all res 5 and all res 4 and another all res Chami, which are nice to have. Where's my other all res Chami? I thought I had 3. Huh. Bink, bink, bink. Oh, yeah, all res 3, that's right. Them all res Chamis are nice. Kane's like, here, you drop this. By the way, I don't know if you saw my message or not, but I was looking up the Uber Tristram, and it turns out the monsters in Uber Tristram don't drop bodies. Which means that Grimoire doesn't work in Uber Tristram.
That makes sense.
What's my favorite character to play right now for fun? If my Conviction Paladin had some magic find, it would be him, but I do like finding items, so I think my Necromancer is probably my favorite right now.
Oh, he should make a Barbarian then. That dude finds all kind of items.
Necromancer's just so much fun. I mean, you're like the commander of an army. I mean, you literally are the commander of an army.
I'm the commander of an army?
My army is really huge.
Get him, Praetum.
By the way, I was playing around with the Barbarian merc, and he's kind of OP.
He's pretty good. He just doesn't offer you any auras. That's where he loses.
I mean, if you give him some equipment that has auras on it, he'll be fine.
The only thing you can really give him is Last Wish.
He also apparently gains benefit from plus the skill equipment, just like a regular Barbarian does.
Yeah, they all do.
So if you give him like an Ariat's face, no, I'm not talking about like a +2 helmet. I'm talking about like specific Barbarian skills. Like you can
only the ones he uses though, like which is what Bash and.
No, you can give him apparently just like anything, and it adds to those skills. Now, obviously, if it's an ability, he's not going to use it. But you know, the Barbarian has a ton of other things that are not abilities; they're passives. So yeah, you can give him helmets that have like +3 natural resistance, or like +3 stone skin, and it actually will give him extra armor and things like that.
I was gonna say, because if you could give him like a helmet with +3 battle orders, that'd be broken.
I really wish. No, get away from me! I'm trying to smack my health forge. Back off! I got a co-rune from my Nightmare Hellforge.
Yeah, what are you leveling?
Well, I'm not leveling right now. I was just trying to finish up my quests.
Oh, you just went back.
Yeah, because I didn't have my my health pot from Nightmare. I didn't have my my stat points from Nightmare. I didn't have the Hellforge from Nightmare. So I was just running back and doing them real quick. God, so many jammies.
I wonder if I should weapon swap for find item. Give up that magic find to gain 4% chance.
My thing with Magic Find has always been, like, when you're killing a boss or something, it makes sense to swap. But when you're like in the field, and you're just fighting random monsters, it doesn't make sense to swap because they're dying at random intervals. They're all over the place dying, you know.
That's why I specifically mean with find item, because I get a higher chance for something to pop off the corpse, but I have to give up, in this case, 150 magic find.
And we're for sure that Magic Find, helps find item.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's the
so
whole point.
I don't know. 150% magic find is a big deal if you're at 0. What's your total?
510.
510. Then it's not a big deal. Like
So like when I kill Pendle, I should just take the 4% more chance of getting a drop.
probably because 150 magic find at 500. I mean, you're talking about the difference between what 350 and 510.
Yeah.
It's not as effective as 0 to 150. What's up, babe?
My only thing is like I'm giving up. I'm only getting 4% chance to pop. Like I'm going from 47 to 51.
I mean, if you're talking about like Pindleskin, though, he drops 2 items, right? So is this a chance to pop 1 item or 2 items?
It's a chance to just pop. It's like you killed him a second time. You have a whatever your chance is, you have that chance to do it a second time.
So if it procs, it's guaranteed to give you 2 items.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
When is this fix gonna come through? I just don't think it's worth it because it's 4%. It's literally nothing. Like
See, at that point, you're talking about skill points. Maybe it would be better to put some more skill points into it.
it's got a cap. Like it won't. Like I've used. I mean, I don't know maybe I need to load yours up and see if yours does it. But like the one I've used, when you get to like 40, it just goes to NA percent, NAN percent, and like from 20 to 40, it just goes up like 1% every once in a while. Like you get up to, it gets to 59 before it goes to NA.
You're talking about, Tom's talking about the Vigor Boots we're adding to Summon Skellies? Really?
He's got to be talking about Silkweave.
No, he's talking about the Paladin Boots. Which is, I know exactly what he's talking about. It's Tear Haunch Greaves. I have a pair laying around. I mean, it's not really a big deal because Marrow Walks also give +2 to Skeleton Mastery, so...
But if it's adding to Skelly,
Good
Yeah, if
you
it's
don't
adding...
do more out of Skelly than you do Mastery?
If it's adding to Skellies, it's actually better than Mastery. I feel like I have to go test that now. I don't know where my Tear Haunch is wound up, but I can always go grab them real quick.
Yeah, you definitely need to test that, because like that's way better than Mastery, I would think.
Let us test. That's what this game is. That's what this game is fun for. Testing. Oh, I had a
One more time, sir.
I was trying to think. Like, were we talking about like a Poison Nova Necro with a bow? So you were gonna put.
Oh, yeah. A fully synergized.
You were gonna put Breath of the Dying in a bow.
Yeah, put it in a bow with a fully synergized Poison Nova. I know you can't get an ethereal bow, but like it's not for that. It's for the what you call it. I guess I'll just go look. Let me finish this run real quick.
I was trying to think about it too, like trying to figure out exactly how you can make it work, but like there's just not a lot of abilities that also have the poison skills on them.
Right. But I mean, when you think about it though, like you're not doing the bow for the damage, you're just doing the bow for the poison proc, the poison Nova proc.
Well, here's
with like bramble and all that other stuff.
Well, here's the thing I was thinking is instead of making a ranged Necromancer, you can make a melee Necromancer. Because Andariel's Visage has the chance to be struck, cast Poison Nova as well. So you would be in there with Breath of the Dying, which is a very high damage weapon, attacking, and hopefully killing targets. And then every time you kill one, you get a Poison Nova. And anytime something hits you, you're going to get a Poison Nova. So you'd be proccing Poison Novas all the time.
Yeah, what are you gonna put that in? You don't want to put it in a phase blade. You want to put it in something ethereal. So you're gonna run around with a two-hander on an.
No, I put it in a berserker sack, just like a paladin would use, and then that way you'd have a shield, and you could run bone armor, which would be pretty nice for, physical damage reduction. And
Oh
then
my
you'd only
God,
have
there's
to
a
worry
shield. There's a poison nova shield.
Radamant sphere.
Yes, I don't know if it's poison nova, but it has something to do with freaking poison.
I know Radamant sphere has something poison on it. Radamant sphere, 5% chance to cast level 5 poison nova when struck.
Oh.
Well, there you go. I mean, that's still good. That's still going to synergize with all your other stuff. That's still extra
Oh,
poison nova.
it's level 5.
Nah, don't count it out just yet. So level 5 is 112 to 153 damage, right? So let's we'll break out the good old calculator here, and it has synergies, so it gains 10% and 10% from both. So that's technically 400%. So you're still looking at, let's say, 153 plus 400%. You're still looking at 765 poison damage every single time it procs. And I'm trying to think here, because that's damage is over 2 seconds. See, I'm not sure how this calculates out, because I feel like that's wrong. It's got to be a lot higher than that. Has to be. I'd have to actually test that on a character.
Is that really a decent shield, though? Like, are you getting any... Oh, Kokachu. Okay. Are you getting any, like, survivability out of that shield, or are you just
20% increased chance to block, 160 to 200% enhanced defense. So if you did find a nice one with 200% enhanced defense, it'd be decent. 20% faster block rate. It's got poison resist 75% on it, and it also comes with 80 poison damage.
That would... Yeah.
The only thing that really makes me wish, like, I know, because I know daggers don't have 6 sockets, and they can't have 6 sockets.
Right.
But if you could make a poison nova, I mean a breath of the dying and a dagger and stab people with it, that would just be the ultimate.
That'd be insane. But then you'd probably want points. You'd want points into your own poison nova at that point, just to synergize the poison dagger as well.
Well, yeah, and then you could cast the poison nova whenever you wanted. It's not like you got an aura that you need to put on right click.
I can't do that, man. That's crazy. Now you're doing too much. Now you're like, oh,
No, you gotta lean all the way in. You gotta lean in.
Let's have this amazing spell and be expected not to click it.
You gotta pee into the wind. Pee into the wind. Alright, still can't find my Tyrhan's graves. Where are my Tyrhan's graves? I know they're around here somewhere. Milking the cow. I did find out that warmth apparently synergizes with charges for enchant. So you know how Demon Limb has that level 23 enchant, and my sorceress has freaking level 20 warmth. Well, I just grabbed the Demon Limb just to test it out, and when she casts warmth, it gets all the synergy bonus.
That's got to be new. I'm pretty sure charges didn't synergize before.
Well, it's working. It's definitely giving way more fire damage than it should. There they are, Tyrhan's Greaves, +2 to Vigor, Paladin only. Alright, so let's take our Tyrhan's Greaves over here. I don't know, I did see an interesting melee Necromancer build, though, and it was kind of cool. Basically what they did was every time they killed a target, they just simply corpse exploded it. So he had his attack on one hand and corpse explode on the other, and he was just attack, explode, attack, explode, attack, explode. It was pretty fun. Pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, man, the only thing I have is a Mage Plate, 229, and a Ethereal Mage Plate, 339. I don't have anything else in 3 sockets.
What do you need 3 sockets for?
Is Enigma.
Oh.
You know, Mage Plate's usually the way to go because it doesn't require any, or because you can get the strength from the Enigma without having to put a whole bunch of points into strength yourself.
It really just depends on how you want to build your character. I mean, defense is nice to have, and I know that defense is the worst stat or whatever. It's what people say all the time. But for characters that don't have defense, like if you're not a sorceress or a paladin or a barbarian that has defense enhancing abilities, defense is pretty important.
Yeah, Paladin don't give a damn about defense. They're like, oh, I got this one button that gives me a bunch of defense.
Yeah, same thing with barbarians and sorceresses. But if you're an Amazon, if you're a druid, if you're a well, druids have bear form, but that's only if you do bear form. You know, and if you're any of the other characters in the game, you got no defense enhancing abilities. So it's nice to have something with some defense on it.
Yeah, that's why I say it's paladins paladins usually go with a mage plate because it's so low strength requirement, and then the strength they get from the Enigma means that they can wear everything else they want to wear without having to put any points into strength. Some of them even go with a freaking light plate.
Joe Dredd said, I can't get anywhere in hell. I have a hammered in with spirit shield and sword for FCR, but the poison slows me down so bad. The poison.
Cleansing.
Butter mashed potatoes. What mic am I using? I'm using the P3210 Cruiser headphone. That's what mic I'm using. I also have a ground loop isolator, which is probably why it sounds so good. If you guys have never used a ground loop isolator and you're in some type of audiophile work, try a ground loop isolator out. It makes a big difference.
I can only assume that's what he's talking about, like wave 2 on Bale or whatever, where he gets poisoned and he's just poisoned the whole damn time. And he has to go back to town to clear it. Like, just throw cleansing up.
Or you could just buy a couple antidote potions. They work wonders.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, they give you an increase to your poison cap, and they stack. Just buy like 10 of them and drink them before the wave. And then you can stack cleansing on top of it.
Hell, I run town portals in my belt so that I don't have to run a scroll. You could run antidotes in your belt instead.
Although, you know, he might not necessarily be talking about the poison is slowing him down. He might be talking about the because that wave they're magic immune.
Oh, correct. Holy Bolt. Just 1 point Holy Bolt. Boom, 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 boom. Your merc does most of the work, and you just Holy Bolt stuff down and heal him. Shoot through him.
Okay, let's test. Okay, that's right. I wanted to grab my Necromancer because I wanted to test out this rune. Tear-Hotch Greaves are actually not bad either. I would totally rock some Tear-Hotch Greaves. I've actually used them on quite a few characters. They have all resistances on them. They're pretty nice for the run walk. They're actually really nice on a paladin early game if you just want some vigor without having to put the points in. Alright, so where are my little tear haunches? Tear haunches. I liked how they looked in the original game better. They look like these cool rounded boots in the original game, and in the new game they look like half greaves, which is a little different than the way they look in the other game. Alright, so the only way really to test this is to look at our summoning skill. We've got level 32 skeleton and level 34 mastery. So we take off our marrow walks, and of course as soon as we take off our marrow walks we lose our Alibaba because that's our dexterity. But that doesn't affect our plus to skills. So we've got 32 and 32. And we've still got 32 and 32. So I don't know.
Easy test.
I mean, the other way to test this may be actually to summon some skeletons. So we should theoretically only be able to summon, because this is a bug, which I'm assuming, we should only be able to summon 12 skeletons. I can test this. I know I can test this. How can I test this? Okay, so if I have level 34, which is 2 more skills, I should be able to summon 13 skeletons. So should I be able to summon a 13th skeleton, then it is indeed working. If I can't summon a 13th skeleton, then it's not working. Here we go. Corpses.
I need mana.
I can never get 13 skeletons in the Pindle in the first wave of the Pindles. So, nope, can't get 13 skeletons. So we're stuck with our original 12 skeletons with Tyrhan's greaves on. They are nice greaves, don't get me wrong, but doesn't look like they're affecting the
Yeah, they run
skeletons.
faster.
You talking about my skeletons? Do they have vigor?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Do they move quicker? Maybe that's what he meant.
That'd be cool, wouldn't it? By the way, in my odd like search for weird items, I found out that there's actually an item that gives you warmth. So you know how some items in the game, they actually give you the skill, like physically give you the skill, and you can level it up with your skill points. Apparently, there is a item in the game that gives you warmth, and if you put it on, you have level 1 warmth, and you can level it up with your skill points. Which I thought was rather interesting from the perspective of maybe another character that might want mana regeneration without insight. It's not the greatest piece of equipment though. What was it called? It was called like enchantment or something like that, or I can't even remember the name of it now. I only saw it for a couple seconds. I was trying to think like who it would actually be useful on though. Who would actually want to have warmth as a skill that's not a you know, a sorceress. Unfortunately, it is a sorceress armor though. It has like +2 sorceress skills and things like that.
Oh, enlightenment.
Enlightenment. It did start with an E. Yeah, it's interesting because it does actually give you warmth, but it has
Yeah,
not a lot of other good stuff on it.
Only.
It's got a 5% chance to cast level 15 Blaze and 5% chance to cast level 15 Firewall.
Fireball.
Fireball, sorry, yeah, on striking. +2 Sork, +1 Warmth, 30% enhanced defense, fire resist 30, and damage reduced by 7. It's not very good armor.
It'd be interesting on a frenzy or a zeal.
Yeah, the fireball just like spamming out. Not even for the fire damage, but the fireball, you know, it has that little micro stun.
Yeah.
That could actually be useful on a frenzy barb. Put some screenies on my Discord. If you want your if I want my skeletons to have vigor, you know who to call. That's right, Ghostbusters. I wonder if that new Ghostbusters movie is going to be any good.
Look, they tried it once, just give up. It's done. Ghostbusters is done.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. That other movie wasn't the greatest. And when it wasn't going to be the greatest, and I think they knew that. I think they knew that going in. I swear somewhere there's always a person who's like, this is a really good idea. And there's another guy who's like, no, that's not actually, no, that's a terrible, just awful, terrible idea. And they're like, no, we think it's going to work. And they just go ahead with it anyway, despite like everyone telling them it's a terrible idea and they shouldn't do it. They're like, but no, it's going to work, it's going to work. You'll see. You'll all see. One of them little SpongeBob thing pops up. It's like 20 minutes later. it didn't work, and I don't know why. I don't know. I saw the preview for that movie, the other Ghostbusters one that came out recently. I wasn't even enticed to watch it. Like, I wasn't even, not even in the remotest possibility did I say to myself, oh yeah, I'm going to go to the theater and watch that. It wasn't even on my rent list. You know how, like, when you watch a trailer, like, you rate it based on, like, theater, rent it, watch it later when it's on Netflix, like, watch it later when it's on TV, when it's on TV, and then don't watch it at all. Like, that's, like, the rating. Like, when you see Star Wars, you're like, yeah, I'm going to see that in the theater. That's going to be awesome. I saw the preview for that one, and I was just like, yep, not watching that one. I was like, nope, not even on the list. It didn't even make it on the TV list. Okay, that's right. I needed to get her Merc a better weapon. Forgot all about that. I still want to make my freaking Grimm's Burning Dead Necromancer. I think it'd be funny. Alright. Oh, she can use the freaking Widowmaker now. Be fun to play around with a Widowmaker.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up?
Tell me something good.
Got Kim Dracula over here. Onyx gave me a jaw rune.
What a great guy. What a good guy.
He's like, for your Enigma, and I'm like, I don't even have a burr rune.
This is what I was telling people. You know, eventually the kinship's just going to grow really, really strong. It's going to start snowballing.
Oh yeah, eventually we're gonna have so much stuff later I wouldn't even know what to do with it all. They'd be like, you have a jaw rune, you have a jaw rune, you have a jaw rune. 24% lightning resist grand shabby. You talking about my post-Healthy Fiesta? I mean, if you ran upped Honsudan Yari, Ethereal, and then you had G-Face and Duress on him, he would have, what, really close to 100% Magic Find, wouldn't he? I mean, Crushing Blow, wouldn't he? Honsudan Yari is 45%. G-Face is what, 35? Can't even remember.
35.
So you're already looking at 80%, and then Duress, I can't remember, Duress is 15%, right? So that's 95% Crushing Blow. So yeah, your Merc would be hitting Crushing Blow literally almost every single hit, which would definitely take down some bosses really quickly, I'm gonna tell you what. Send your Merc in to kill the send your Merc in to kill frickin' Ubers. Ah, well, I appreciate it, Stefan. Or Stefafon. I can't say your name. I'm sorry. Sorry. It's the end. Come on, Alcor, give me my potion. I need my 20 heals. Yes. The other beautiful thing about the Hone Sudan Yari is, especially if you get an ethereal one, is it has 3 sockets. So you can do what you need with those 3 sockets and really customize the equipment. Same thing with the G-Face. You can customize his equipment with it on the G-Face. Now, the G-Face cannot, unfortunately, roll ethereal. Set items cannot roll ethereal, so it's very sad. I feel like set items need some love. Number 1, they need to be able to roll ethereal. And number 2, they need to be upgradable. I think that could be 2 very simple changes that they could make in Diablo 2 Resurrected to really kind of like increase the number of builds and options for things. Because a lot of the sets are completely forgotten about, just simply because they can't be upgraded. Especially the sets that have weapons in them. Those are the worst. So when you have a set that has a weapon in it, it's actually like a death sentence to the set. Because once that weapon is out-leveled, once it doesn't do the damage that it needs to do, it's no longer useful. And then the whole set has to be dismantled. Because you're like, oh, well, I can't use this weapon anymore. Let me put a different weapon on. Then you lose the full set bonus, and then you're like, well, why am I wearing the rest of these pieces anyway if I'm not going to get the full set bonus? And so you start just ripping the set apart. Yeah, oh, professional dodger. That's right, Ty. Ooh, painful. I think there are other weapons that have crushing blow on them too. Doesn't obedience have crushing blow on it? I can't remember. I haven't done a rune word video on that one yet.
40.
Yeah, there you go. Obedience could be tied with duress and G-Face. Less customizability on obedience, so if it's not what you're looking for, then... I think it does have enchant on it, and it has some other nice effects. It's definitely a very cheap rune word, too, if I remember correctly. Too much poison. My poor little merc just can't hang in there.
I need mana.
Weird sound effects coming from the door.
Not enough mana.
Yeah, so find item at 520 skills is 64%.
That's great. That's a lot of potions.
He's talking about find item, not find potion, sir.
I stand corrected.
And it finds a lot of potions.
Ow.
That was the joke.
But find potion at 101 is a 103% chance to find a potion. I'm not quite sure how that works.
You're guaranteed a potion.
With
Probably
a little
has.
bit extra.
It probably has something to do with the quality of the potion. I know I hacked a character, a Barbarian, with 20 all skills, and I remember using find item, and it was like every single body was a full chibi. That's what I was talking about the other day.
At like 508 or 501, it only goes up to 108.
Oh, God. Freaking hit like a Mack truck, that dude did. Cesark the Burning.
Greetings.
At 2001, it only goes up to 109%. And find item is still only at 65.
Now that's why I usually go with like if you take a look at certain skills, there's like a direct cutoff zone. Hey, my girlfriend sent me some Mondays. I love you, weirdo. Eh.
True love right there.
That's my nickname, weirdo. I am the weirdo.
5 is the cutoff.
Her nickname is amazing, by the way. She gets the fancy nickname. What'd you say? Level what is the cutoff?
No, 65% is the cutoff. Because it doesn't matter how much more you go over 2,000, it's still 65%.
Oh, that's not what I mean. So like with the dodges, when you level up the dodges on Amazon, if you want the dodges, there's like a very specific level where they stop increasing every point. So like sometimes when you put a point in, you don't get any effect whatsoever. It just stays the same percentage. Like what's the point at which it's not giving you any benefit for putting one skill point in? It will eventually still give you a benefit, but like it's like 1% per 2 levels or like something very silly like that. Back off. Oh dear Lord. Why are you guys all trying to murder me?
It's level 19. At level 19, you don't get you don't get anything.
Alright, so what you could do is you could try and figure out like your plus to skills plus like you know, hard points and figure out how you can get it to level 19. Like if it's already at level 19 with your plus to skills, then you really don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, this is a 15 right now, and it's 3% off of what it does at 19.
Yes, I did die. Freaking OP spider, man. The OPest of spiders. Oh god, here he is. He's holy shock, extra strong, cursed. No wonder he freaking one-shot me. He's got freaking holy shock aura. Back off me, Sokka. Okay, good. He's dead. Still cursed me, though.
Not enough mana.
Oh, not enough manta.
Not enough mana.
I'm not going to be able to overcome his regen.
I am over.
I don't have enough mana potions. Ow. There we go. Oh, he dropped a white monarch shield.
Not enough mana.
Ow. I think we have all wished at some time or another that that we could buy sockets from Larsic. Yes, please.
Or a socket item. That'd be great.
Anybody need a white monarch? White monarch, anybody? You're more than welcome to it. It's I'll drop it on the ground in Act 3. It's game GGM1 password 16. You're more than welcome to the white monarch. Take it, take it. I don't need it.
I need mana.
So does peace actually give you critical strike?
Yeah. Peace and insight both give you a critical strike. And plus the skills does affect it. I was talking about that in the insight video. The insight video. So if you happen to roll only a +1 crit strike, it's actually a pretty bad roll for insight, because you're talking about double damage for your merc. Double damage for your merc is a pretty big deal. And having like level 5 critical strike is a big difference between level 1. You're talking about like 10% crit versus like 50% crit.
Mine rolled a 3.
I mean, you can look up crit strike and you can see, and since it's actually giving it to him, I'm pretty sure plus the skills helps.
Not enough mana.
So if you got any plus the skill equipment on him. Look here, sir.
I need mana.
Oh, you're not immune to fire. Poison on you is hellacious, though.
Hello.
Hellacious. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things like that in this game. Apparently, because I was looking this up, I was researching the entire topic, and the Travincal set apparently gives you fire mastery, which is the only thing in the entire game that actually gives a mastery skill. So you could actually theoretically build a real fire, like sorceress in the form of a necromancer. You would need lots of plus to skills. I would assume you would probably want fire skills instead, because you would really want to beef up that fire mastery. And apparently, it also gives you the fireball, the meteor, and the firewall. And the way that firewall is broken right now, I can only assume that if you built it properly, it might actually do a lot of damage. There is an exception to that rule, Joshua. So hard points only affect skill synergies with the exception of summon druid abilities. So the summon spirit wolf, summon dire wolf, and summon grizzly bear apparently do actually work with plus to skills. I'm running max exploding arrow, Thor Azul, and max freezing arrow. I'm basically dual specking the two elements. And I haven't quite finished off the cold arrow, so it's not quite done yet. Not quite there. I want my merc back. Totally forgot. The firewall does way more damage than it did in Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction. Like exceedingly large amounts more. Somebody actually did a comparison video with timestamps, and they basically ran two games right next to each other, the original game and Diablo 2 Resurrected. They went to hell difficulty against Diablo, and they firewalled Diablo. And the D2R firewall killed Diablo so much faster, it wasn't even comparable. We're talking like 2 seconds, let's say 2 to 4 seconds to kill Hell Bale with frickin' firewall. It's out there.
Yeah, I screwed mine up when we killed Bale the other night. I wasn't planning on killing Bale with it. I was planning on using that as my quest bugger for Bale.
Oh.
And I forgot, and then I lost my damn quest.
I forgot to bug you. Yo. Back off. Spiders are very troublesome in Act 3 Hell. They are troublesome. Did you see me just die to some spiders? You get by them. Immune to cold, huh? Odatsu needs a Hone Suit on Yari. I was just thinking about that.
Not enough mana.
I literally saw the Hone Suit on Yari in my freaking character's inventory and then totally didn't pick it up for him.
Not enough mana.
Y'all come back right off me.
I am overburdened.
Uh-oh, here comes Todd. What's up, Todd?
Not enough mana.
I've been like dreaming about Ethereal Head Striker on a freaking Barbarian merc. You know, Head Striker has like 153% deadly strike on it.
That seems like a waste.
It's deadly strike by character level. So like once you get past a certain level, it's more than 1 point per level. So you get past a certain level, it's literally like it goes over 100%.
I need mana.
Alright, I need to go put my Crescent Moon back on. As much as I love having the perfect Maras on, Crescent Moon is just way better for Mana Steel. Boy, do I need lots of Mana Steel on this character. One of the things I never liked about the elemental damage Amazons, although they're really fun to play, their mana costs are really high. Couldn't see it. It must be already gone. Did I not pick it up? I didn't pick it up, did I? Oh, I guess I did pick it up by accident. My bad. There it is. Right here. My apologies. Oh, dang. Look at that freaking jewel you dropped on the ground there. That jank's hot. 15% IAS, 12 max damage jewel? Hell yeah. Yeah, I gotta get my merc outfitted a little bit better. Just a little bit better.
Greetings.
I'm sure there's something I could grab for him. The Crescent Moon, I'm pretty sure I got a Crescent Moon laying around he could use. Several other nice things. Speaking of +1 critical strike, this my insight on this guy only has +1 critical strike. Maybe that's why he's not doing so good. I'm gonna take this off of him though. I'm gonna go get him this weapon real quick. You can do whatever you want, Onyx. Pretty sure I saw it on like Tanket's back or something. Join failed. Okay, absolutely beautiful. Healthy Fiesta said the game is over 20 years old and I'm still upset the Act 5 mercs can't dual wield. There are NPC non-mercs running around with dual weapons. You know what's funny, Healthy Fiesta, is I was actually just researching that, and apparently the fact that they can't dual wield has been offset by the fact that if you equip them with a one-handed weapon, it doubles all the stats on the one-handed weapon. So it is, in effect, giving them two weapons.
I wish they would just balance out the other mercs. Like, maybe not give them auras. I think auras would be the easiest way to do it. Like, they could just be like, all right, this merc gives you this aura and this. But, like, make
Well,
them useful.
The Barbarian merc is easy. Give him shouts.
Yeah. Give him shouts. Or give him. You could give him shouts, or you could give him. Shit, I'm on a barbarian, stupid. Look at the tree.
They could just
Taunt.
diversify, like give one merc a bunch of magic fine, give another one, just more niche kind of stuff, like shouts and what have you, auras, what have you.
Give him war cry. That would be okay. Like a little bit of crowd control, like close range crowd control.
Do I
Give
think?
the
Alright.
merc curses or something.
The Act 3s, like the Act 3s are so easy. So easy. Like the cold one, you get Blizzard, you get Cold Mastery, and you get Chilling Armor. Boom. That's your Act 3 Cold Merc. Your Lightning one, you get Lightning, you get Lightning Mastery, and you get Static Field. Done. Fire.
Yeah, static field would make the lightning one absolutely amazing.
You get Meteor. You get Enchant. That way you go with a melee class to hold Mob Steel for your Meteor and Fire Mastery.
Well, they definitely need to take
the,
Inferno away from that thing.
Blizzard needs to hire you, Jack.
The Rogue.
I don't see any reason why making them useful would be a bad thing.
Right, like the options are nerf Act 2 or bring all the other ones up to Act 2. And I'd much rather you just bring them up.
Oh, and for Act 1 mercenaries, really all you gotta do for them is just give them a better skill than the crap that they decided to give them. They gave them that stupid, the first skill on the tree,
Yep.
which the first skill on both of the elemental trees for Amazon is awful. All it does is convert. It converts physical damage to elemental damage. It doesn't even give you like a large boost to elemental damage. It's literally just converting your physical to elemental, which is actually a bad thing when you think about it, because then they're only doing one element every time they fire that attack.
I would say with Act 1, I would say make 3 options there, just like you have 3 options with Act 2. And you do one is fire, but you give them Immolation Arrow. Why do they not have the good stuff? Why? And then the cold one is still cold, but now they have like what is it? Is it freezing or is it something else? Is the best ice arrow?
Freezing is the best one by far.
Yeah, so you give them freezing arrow, and then you make a physical one, and you give them
multi-shot.
I think multi-shot might be a bit much. Strafe?
Multi-shot. I think, well, it doesn't have to be a high-level multi-shot. It can be a low-level multi-shot.
And then they all get something from the passive tree, like one will get dim vision. I don't know what all Amazons were working with.
Crit strike would probably be good, as well as pierce.
Pierce would be good for the multi-shot one. Well, I mean, Pierce would be good for all of them, wouldn't it? Maybe you just give them all Pierce and say, screw the little control-y stuff. Just make them damage dealers. Range damage dealers.
Pierce isn't even just damage dealing. Like, if they have freezing arrow, Pierce is a way that their crowd control gets enhanced.
So maybe that one doesn't get Pierce. Maybe that one gets something different.
I feel like giving the mercs too much of a customizability in gear would be a bad thing. Like, yeah, they'd get too OP, I think. If we could throw like ridiculous amulets and rings and stuff on them, they'd be broken.
And why does the Act 2 merc have a freaking Amazon skill?
Well, I don't know if it's an Amazon skill per se. I think it's just a skill that is shared.
Jab? Isn't Jab an Amazon skill?
Yeah. There's my crescent moon.
I say give the Act 2 mercs, I say take Jab away from them. Keep their auras however they are, whatever, that's fine. But instead of Jab, since they're running auras, let's give them Zeal, or let's give them Vengeance.
Who's getting zeal?
The Act 2 mercs. I say take that jab away, since they're clearly supposed to be little baby paladins, and give them a paladin skill. Give them sacrifice. I don't care, but give them something other than an Amazon skill.
I don't know. I mean, if we're talking about beefing up the mercs that aren't used, I don't have any problem with that. But everybody uses the Act 2 mercs. I feel like they just need to stay the way they are.
I'm just saying to put it all on. What's the word I'm looking for? Put the flavor all together, like
the flavor. Get that flavor in there.
Better word for it, but yeah, the girls are they're little wannabe Amazons, so they get Amazon skills. This dude's a wannabe paladin, so give him paladin skills. The Act 3 merc is a wannabe sorceress, so give him sorceress skills, but give him good ones. I know he's got them, but give him better ones. Like, why does he have charge bolt? Like,
well, I mean, Charge Bolt is a pretty powerful skill. The problem with giving him Charge Bolt specifically is that
he doesn't have teleport.
He's not using it correctly. So with Charge Bolt, you have to use all your Charge Bolts in somebody's face. Like that's the reason why the Amazon skill Charge Strike is so powerful, because you're literally in melee range and you hit the target and all the bolts come out and they all hit the target at once. If he were to like get up in the face of the monsters and use Charge Bolt, he'd do massive damage. But he stands back and he makes a field, and that's why it's terrible.
Oh, I know what we can give the Act 2 merc. Since these other classes don't get no representation, he can get Dragon Talon.
Put that to good use.
Oh wait, he don't wear boots though. I guess that don't work. I was gonna say, because nobody ever puts a good weapon on him most of the time. They put a fucking low-level insight on him. Boom, done. All right, cool. Now you can kick.
Put that to good use.
No, I really think I really always wanted the Act 3 mercs to be useful, and it's funny because my little Act 3 merc is doing pretty well. I feel like
I'd love for them to be useful.
I feel like if I could get him 3 cold facets, 2 cold facets, and put him in his.
That's my only worry.
Put him in his armor.
My only worry with making the Act 3 ones good is like they get more armor slots. Like they already can wear more gear, so you might be able to abuse them.
Oh, that's one of the benefits of them, is that you can stack auras with them.
Not enough mana.
But still, I'd rather see everybody running around with Act 3 mercs than Act 2 mercs all the damn time.
Well, I'm really kind of liking the Act 5 merc on my my sorceress. It's believe it or not, it's very useful to have the Act 5 merc on a sorceress, because when you're teleporting, he knocks things away from you. He's really effective at it too. Like as soon as you land with that teleport, he is just swinging, and he hits with the bash and the stun.
I would say every build other than ours needs insight. Like, yeah, we're good because we got max warmth, but. And I'll probably do the same as you. I'll probably do the Act 3 merc and give him like a crescent moon or something.
The Act 3 or the Act 5?
Act 5, yeah, and give him like a crescent moon.
Because I was researching him, and I'm trying to get him beefed out, and everybody says that the Head Striker is literally the highest damage weapon you can ever give that guy, and it literally beats out Grief.
Yeah, but you have Firewall, my man. You kill Bale in 2 to 4 seconds. What do you care how much damage the merc does?
Well, that's the thing, is I was using him all the time to kill all the fire immunes. So I'm not building another element. I'm not. And he goes up to these monsters and he rips them to shreds.
That's true. Because I'm really not building another element. I'm gonna have the freeze element, but that's just for crowd control. It's not for anything else.
My eventual goal with him is to get him the ethereal head striker, which it's gonna be a while before I find one. So I might as well just upgrade the non-ethereal head striker while I'm waiting. And then I want to get him crushing blow, and of course,
you don't think you could trade for that pretty cheap?
Huh?
You don't think you could trade for that pretty cheap?
I mean, it is rather well known that particular weapon is a good one.
I just don't think it's got that much value because nobody runs around with freaking Act 5 merch. You know what I mean? It's
Well,
not meta. So.
It's not even just the Act 5 Merc. Apparently, it's one of the best vengeance weapons. If you can upgrade it, if you upgrade it and Zod it, apparently it's kind of like the ethereal bone snap maul. Like if you find like a really nice ethereal bone snap maul, you can upgrade it, Zod it, and it's something to do with the double damage combined with the maximum damage effect, combined with a bunch of other things. Like it works out really nicely on certain characters. Obviously, Grief beats it on a lot of characters, but like Vengeance Paladins in particular, it's one of the best ones. It might even beat out Breath of the Dying, I'm not sure. I'd have to test it out. Maybe if I get my hands on one day. I could always just make a
Get
game.
one, but you don't want to put a Zod rune in it. Yeah, that's what you should do. You should just hero editor it in instead of like wasting currency on it.
Wasting currency. I mean, I definitely still want to get it for the Act 5 Merc, so...
Yeah, but if you get one for the Act 5 merc, you don't want to put a Zod in it.
Oh, no. I would just put it on and see what the damage is.
Oh, and then just make sure you don't break it. Gotcha.
Yeah. As long as it's not broken, it'll be fine. And if I did want to Zod it, it wouldn't matter if I took a couple of the effect. Yeah, Giant Skull does give knockback to your Act 2 Merc. Correct.
Giant Skull.
I have a Giant Skull, actually. It's a 2-socket skull. It's actually kind of nice because it gives a large amount of strength. So if you're having trouble with getting your merc his like FCV or something like that, you can put that on him. And then he has 2 sockets, so you can put some really nice stuff in it. It just depends on what. I was actually thinking about swapping my merc to the Giant Skull. I'm pretty sure I got it in my stash. Let me show it to you.
Lord, I may because I have mine's running Guillemines right now for the Crushing Blow.
It has Crushing Blow on it as well.
That's what, I just looked at it. Like it's not that. Oh, mine's got Deadly Strike though.
So it's 10% Crushing Blow, knockback, a huge defense bonus, 32 strength. It's not percentage based though, so if you found an ethereal one, it wouldn't make too big of a difference. And it has 2 sockets. The 2 sockets, I think, is what really clinches it for a lot of people with the mercs, because you could throw like a Cham rune in there for Cannot Be Frozen, and then you could throw something else in there too, like maybe a 15% IAS jewel, or maybe 2 15% IAS jewels, or you could throw in an rune, or whatever it is that you specifically need. And this, like I said, the strength is really nice though, because it's 32 strength on a level 65 merc, so it gets them to that higher point where they can put on other pieces of equipment.
It's 25 to 35 actually.
Oh, well then that one rolled really high.
And it's 250 to 320 defense, which is flat defense, which is really nice.
No, it's one of the best helmets. If you look up like best merc helmets or something like that, there's always like a guide somewhere, and that is on there. It's right next to Andariel's Visage.
Yeah, I get another Cham. I kind of want that. A Cham with
Twin-tailed Comet said 2 burrs. Why, for damage reduction? So what would that be, 16% DR?
That's not bad. That's like a really expensive make your own vampire game.
I am overburdened.
Well, if you think about it, Vampire Gaze has 20% IS, and if you put 2 15% jewels in there, you'd have 30.
Yeah, but Vamp Gaze has a reduced damage reduction percent up to 20, I think. So, like, when you put 2 burrs in it, that's literally what you're doing, is just to make your own Vamp Gaze with no lifesteal.
I mean, it does have knockback on it, though, which...
It do.
Which is interesting. I mean, knockback is going to help keep the mark alive.
Can you get that off a rune, though?
Nephrons have knockback in weapons.
Can you get it on a jewel? Like, could you do, like, a freaking... a vamp gaze with a freaking Nephrune, or not a Nephrune, but a jewel would knock it
I
back.
don't think so.
I need mana.
There's a couple guides on exactly what the best items are to put in the giant skull. I can't remember what they are right off the top of my head. There's like too much stuff floating around in my head.
I'm sure Cham is one of them. Like, I'm 100% sure of that. And then, like, if you're wanting your merc to do damage, I'm guessing a 15 IAS 45% enhanced damage jewel.
I mean, good luck finding one of those. That jewel he just gave me though was a pretty nice one. It's a plus 15% IAS with 10 max damage on it.
Catching up with your streamer privilege, sir. The other day I found my first unique jewel from the Trav, and it was a fire faucet.
I gave away my first facet to somebody on stream. Can't remember what it was right off the top of my head.
And then you got a +3 fire skills circlet
With 2 facets in it.
with 2 facets in it.
I don't think I get
There
stuff.
you go.
I don't think I get stuff because I'm a streamer. I think I get stuff because I give stuff away all the time. I mean, you should see the amount of items I give away. And it's a lot of the times they're pretty good. Yeah.
It's not because you're a streamer, it's because you're exposed to more people because you stream. It's like a side effect.
Summon resist explosion. This actually isn't a bad head, but it's just
Speaking of, everybody watching his stream right now, I need an ethereal gore rod. I'm paying a pull. Somebody come through.
see. And Boric said, "I'm generous with what I find."
Oh yeah. Karma, you know.
I don't believe in that foolishness.
I believe in you reap what you sow.
I mean, in the literal sense, yes. Like, if you plant some seeds, some shit'll grow.
In the figurative sense too.
You give people a lot more credit than I do, because like you can plant some seeds in a person and nothing could ever grow from them.
Oh yeah, sometimes you plant your seeds in soil that is rotten and dead, and nothing will ever grow there. You're right. But that's just farming 101. You know, sometimes you plant seeds and they don't sprout.
Yeah, that's my experience with most of humanity, is that they're worried about themselves.
But I'm not. You're focusing on the good stuff. I'm focusing on the bad stuff. Like when you sow bad seeds, I guarantee you're gonna get bad results. That's one for sure.
Oh yeah,
The good seeds they sprout a little less often. But them bad seeds, man, they sprout like every time.
Like, I was at work today and my boss got in our case about something. She was just having a bad day, and we had the box was too big that we put the cover in, and I'm like, first of all, this cover been here for a week. I don't know nothing about this cover. I didn't ask you all that. I don't care what you asked me. You said, why is this cover in this box? And my answer to you is, I don't know, because I ain't had nothing to do with this cover. So I can't answer your question the way you want me to. And I gave her just the same amount of attitude she gave me. And she talking about me being a smart ass.
Matching attitudes. People hate that too.
I'm telling you, like, yeah, baby, you damn right I'm a smart ass. I'm going to keep the same energy you give me. You know all them little inspirational quotes people keep in their office? Like, the attitude you bring to work is the attitude you going to... You're damn right.
Yeah, it happens. I try to give the same attitude no matter what.
Consistency is always nice.
It's kind of like a thing. Like I'm I'm a calm person. It takes a lot to make me angry.
It takes a lot.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say it takes a lot to make me angry. It takes a lot to bring me to blows.
To blows.
But I'll get angry at the drop of a hat. And I will match you in word.
You get to high gear easy. You accelerate pretty good.
Yeah, I will match you in words. Now, when it comes down to whether we will fight, now, hold on. First of all, I'm 40 years old. I don't do that shit no more. I practice my Second Amendment right. You come at me swinging, I'm just gonna put you down.
I need mana.
Bloom's had to take out my merc.
And that's why I want the gore rods for my merc, because I want to do Trav, and like I feel like if I can get him to 90% fire res, I won't have to worry about him ever again.
Oh, instead of fire res, just get him magic damage reduced by. Those
How do I do that though?
those
Like,
fire effects, they don't do that much damage. It's the massive number of them that's the problem. They hit so many and so often. So if you think about it under the equation
I thought
of
the
like,
Hydra did a lot of damage, and that's why mercs died in Trav.
no, they do tons and tons of hits. Each Hydra casts like 3 firebolts per second, and then you have like 30 freaking Hydras up because each one of the council members makes like 4 Hydras. So you're talking about like all these little tiny pinpricks is what ends up killing your merc. It's literally like thousands of firebolts that hit him all at once.
Yeah, because he don't die very often. Like most of the time, I can put me between him and the Hydras, and we're good. Because I've got freaking 2 Dwarf Stars on. Like,
If you put something like Gladiator's Bane on him, which has magic damage reduced by 19, it would probably cancel out most of the damage.
I can't give up his armor and his helm. Like those are just 2 set in stone. The only thing I have to work with is his weapon.
I mean, I play in passworded games, Voldemort, but anyone's welcome to join. I'm in GGM1 password 16 if you want to come. I mean, I say it all the time during stream. I'm like, and if the password and the name are pretty much the same every time too, you could just guess it, and I'd be in here.
I would
Check
ask.
out the Discord too.
Which is odd that I haven't been PK'd yet, since my games are so easy to hack into.
PKing is a little bit harder now. Like you can't even use waypoints after you hostile somebody. They have time to respawn.
Yeah, because they freaking broke it horribly in beta, and people complained.
I like it. I like that we're now like, hey, this is going to be a dual game. It's going to be a dual game, or if this is going to be a bail game, it's a bail game. You're not going to sit here and kill players just for fun.
Hey. That was somebody came into my stream one time. They were talking about how they had like hacks that would like black out the other player's screen and like keep them from being able to exit so they could manage to kill them. And I'm like, how is that any like fair at all? Let's hack into the game so the player can't fight back at all.
I done reported so many hackers. It's crazy.
It's like, and the hacks that he said he was using were just like, I don't even understand. Like, how do you get any enjoyment from what is essentially, and this is how he explained it, what is essentially tying the person up and then like executing them like like execution style with a gun to the back of the head when they have absolutely no way of fighting back. Like, that's basically how he made it sound. Like they had absolutely no chance whatsoever in hell of ever fighting back whatsoever. They were a little baby, a tied up little baby.
I saw a post or a video or something where instead of making, you don't need a gold find barb because you can just make a cow level and then lure the cows to the portal and then just people come in there and all their gold drops on the ground.
Booby trap the cow portal.
I need mana.
It's one of the main causes of death in hardcore, believe it or not.
I would not doubt it.
I think honestly, if I were in hardcore, I'd probably be using a delirium helmet.
I don't know if that'll save you with a freaking mass of cows on the portal though, dude.
The first cow that hits you should trigger confuse, like or mind blast or anything, and I feel like that would probably save you. I mean, it would totally be up to the fate of gods whether the first cow that hits you procs the effect, but it's a pretty high proc chance.
That's why I like the Barbarian, because when we get in trouble in a game where we're all trying to do something or something, like I don't know how many times I've been able to just go in the portal and then leap and be like, all right, y'all come in here and handle this shit. I got it. Come deal. I joined
Their Carbot style.
what did I join? I joined Anya Help. I joined that game one night. I was just chilling, doing nothing, looking through things. I'm like, all right, let me go help them. and they're like just dead all over the place in the frozen river. So I leap over to the thing, and there's just way too many mobs there. I can't do anything, so I'm just spam leaping. Finally, a sorceress makes it over there to where I'm at, and they're like, "Oh, the Barb's TP. He's got everything locked." And it took like another 5 minutes for people to start coming in there and talking to Anya. And when we were finally done and we all zoned out, I zoned out and I'm like, I can do this all day.
Not enough mana.
I'm not sure if I could
Some
listen
heroes,
to
some
the.
wear capes.
I'm not sure if I
Take a
could listen to
shout.
the voice all day. God, I had to get the hell difficulty Great Marsh with freaking Gloams in it. Out of all the mob spawns, I had to get the Gloomies.
I mean, it's a good thing you're not on like a lightning jab. You're on a different type of Amazon.
Yeah, it's still painful.
Oh, just put your Thunder Gods on and your Wisp Protectors and call it a day.
The
And
Thunder
your-
Gods is on another character.
Your Blackthorns.
Blackthorns is, I think, is also on another character. The sadness.
That's what I need to do. I need to get a Thunder Gods and a Blackthorns for this guy and just be like, all right, I'm just gonna farm keep all day long.
I really wish I could get my same setup I had on my other Vengeance Paladin. He was immune to everything. The only thing he couldn't take was massive amounts of physical damage. Like, he had to be amplified and, like, being hit by, like, somebody who was extra strong, and then he was in trouble.
Would you still consider going a Dual Dream for your Venji?
Yeah, just, you know, it's going to take a while. Where am I going to get 2 Jaw runes?
You got one.
No, they keep multiplying. as days
Yeah,
progress.
Onyx gave that to me under the auspices that I was going to make an Enigma with it, so...
Well, now you make trade games and you go jaw low for burr, and then when you get the burr, you then trade the burr for jaw low. Or no, you do. It's some stupid shit I've seen where people are like, all right, I'm gonna trade this jaw
Yeah, both
for
Venjis.
a burr and something more, even though those are equal in value. And then I'm going to trade that burr for a jaw and something more, so that even though those are equal in value, it's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Guess
I'm sure there are
somebody
people
really
who
wants
fall for it.
something. I mean, if they have a jaw and they really need a burr, then I guess.
I can see that sometimes, but when it's jaw and a low, bring a jaw and a low.
No, Onyx. You said for an Enigma. It's going into an Enigma, sir.
I need mana.
Onyx, give him 2 more and tell him to make a last wish.
At least 3 Onyx. I know you're holding out on us.
Oh, dang. They calling out your richness. They said, Onyx, you're so rich. They said, Onyx, your mom is so rich that she farts diamonds.
I need mana.
Diamondos. I just realized that's the same joke, just with a different line. Your mom's so old, she farts diamonds. Well, I'm actually kind of satisfied with the way things have turned out. High runes are actually rare. People aren't just rolling in jaw runes. In freaking Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction, there was like a kid rolling around. He had like a full stash of jaw runes and was trading them for junk. I'd be like if you go to a flea market and all you have is $100 bills and nobody's got change and you're buying like Hot Wheels for $100. I'll be like, but I
Boy,
really
I
want
hope-
the Hot Wheel.
I hope the parents would be there like, no, son, this is a horrible deal. No.
But all I have is hundreds.
Ooh, Pendle Grand Charm, that could be good.
Not enough mana.
I believe you can re-roll Pendle Grand Charms.
No, it's
He's a very high level monster.
I mean, he's no different than anything in hell, really. Like, it's just Diablo, Veil, and Nilithek for the 45 lifers.
Everything's immune to multiple elements. It really sucks a lot. Oh, my Merc is doing much better since I gave him the Crescent Moon.
Oh,
Yeah, some of those level TPs my way, please.
What? You want to come
Thank you.
languish in the swamp with me, sir?
I gotta get some levels, you know.
Languish in the swamp. Oh yeah, you're a poisoned Necro. I need you to take my Breath of the Dying for a little while and just play around beating things with it. I want to see how well it works.
he probably can't even equip the Zergrax.
Maybe not.
Let's respec a couple times.
Doesn't have the strength required.
That thing actually gives you plus 30 all attributes. It's pretty ridiculous. Like, I wasn't considering doing high strength armors and stuff like that, but then when I realized it had plus 30 all attributes on it, I was like, that's actually not a bad idea. I'll do some high strength armors. Super chest! Oh no, it's locked. No, there's glooms everywhere.
I need mana.
Gloomies! Kick these damn baskets then.
Oh, I'm so sick of that. I'm not picking those up no more. Damn it.
What are you not picking up?
Ancient armors, green ancient armors. I'm done.
They're
That one.
35k.
Green ancient armors?
Any ancient armor is 35k, unless it's ethereal. You can literally find a cracked, busted ancient armor with like some stains on it, and it would still be worth 35k.
I'm not picking it up because it's a freaking Milliburgers.
It is a
It has-
Millibregus, and it's worth 35k.
And it has +2 DR and +3 MDR.
You know, it's actually a really good set if you put the whole set together, right?
All I ever find is the armor.
It's +3, like all paladin skills, the whole set. It's got like 8% mana steal. It's got a whole bunch of little stupid effects on it that make it really good. But only when you wear the whole set. Like, each piece looks absolutely garbage by itself. But it's actually halfway decent for a low-level pally early game. I used it on my Vengeance Paladin all the way up until it stopped becoming useful.
It's too rare for how trash it is and how low level it is. Like, that's like making IK give you like 2 to 4 fire damage on each piece, and then all the set bonuses are amazing. And even the way IK is now, it still sells for like perfect gems for the whole thing. And it's not near as rare as Milliburgas.
Millibregus isn't that rare. I find out pieces all the time. The thing is it's just like Eisenharts. You don't pick them up. Like, you look at them, they're like, okay, that's a piece of garbage. And so you don't really think, hey, this actually might be halfway decent if you put the whole set together.
No,
Same thing with
Eisenharts I always pick up.
Eisenharts is actually really good, believe it or not, when you put the
There's a
whole set
thing
together.
And the thing about Eisenharts is like, I'm like, this set can go on an Act 3 merc. And I always when I'm playing a game, pick those up trying to complete a set for an Act 3 merc.
So can Sotheby's go on an Act 3 merc? Sotheby's is way better than Eisenharts.
Wow, I've never found a sword. Isn't that like a lot of strength though for that?
It's not that
I
bad.
got a full set if you need it.
Got the full set as well if you want to play around with it on a Barbarian. It goes on a Barbarian.
Oh, wow.
It's actually pretty good on the Barbarian too. I was using it the other day.
Pretty good.
It has plus 27% maximum life on it too, so the merc ends up with a huge life bonus.
run walk, life steal.
And like I
more
said,
run walk,
on the barbarians,
80% faster run walk.
and like I said on the barbarian, when you put the one-handeds on, the damage gets doubled.
Is that really 80% faster run walk?
Oh yeah, it makes them run around like little crackheads.
I kind of want to wear that on my leap barb.
Hey, think about it. You could put 2 Sazabes on. What's the sword give as the green set bonus?
None of the items have partials.
Oh, none of the items have partials. Some of the higher level sets are like that too. They got no partials.
I think it's because it's a 3-piece. I think that's why it doesn't do anything. Because like, dude, we're already giving you a partial just for wearing the set.
No, they probably just didn't want barbarians putting on 2 pieces. They were like, screw you guys.
They could have gave the other stuff partials though, right? Like, 80% run walk is insane.
Can you imagine using that on a frenzy barb? You'd probably be able to break the game.
Break the sound barrier at least. The problem with the frenzy barb is like once you get 5 stacks of frenzy, like you're already moving too fast. Like you can't pick things up correctly.
I have trouble even attacking targets.
Yeah, like you're just not moving the way you want to move.
Try clicking on a door. Good lord.
You add 80% run walk on top of that, plus your boots.
Probably throw a cat's eye in there too. Cat's eye has run walk on it.
You can even roll crafted amulets with run walk. Let me tell you this stupid dude I ran across the other day. So, I'm trying to get Ariok's Needle, Ethereal, and the Gore Rod.
That's a hard one. Ariok's Needle has a huge roll difference.
Yeah, I don't care about the plus skills. Like, that part I don't care about. The only thing I care about is the fact that it's ethereal. And I got a guy that joined my game for the needle. And he had a +3. And he was like, well, what do you got? And I'm like, what do you need? He's like, and he didn't respond. So I looked it up. I went on D2JSP to see what these things went for. And a +4 Eth1 was going for 54 gold, which equates to like a key. So I was like, I'll give you 2 hate keys for it. He's like, maybe 10. And I'm like, a +4
you already lost. You already lost that. He overvalued his item.
I'm like, a +4 goes for a key. For a key.
He's just trying to convince me that a perfect Nagel ring is worth a jaw. Don't worry about it.
Alright, you got me beat. I ain't had nobody that dumb yet.
I don't even know why. At that point, if you're trying to get perfect Nagel rings, I don't even know why you would want to, because at that point you're looking for max magic find, and you can get more magic find on a magic ring.
Right, you can get a 40%.
Seriously, though.
Or
Like, that would be my thing. Like, hold on, wait. So for 30%, it's going to cost me a jaw, but I can get a 29 for a limb.
Or like the other day, I found a 10% magic find ring with all res 10 on it, which to me is way better than a Nagel. I don't care about the other 20% magic find, not if I'm getting 10 res from it. It's all about trade-offs.
I mean,
It's like Shaco. Are you going to wear a 3P Topaz helmet, or are you going to wear a Shaco? They're literally the same magic find.
I'm a pit zerker, and I don't even wear Nigel rings.
Nigel. Dude, I'm laughing because you made me
That's so
think of
great.
you made me think of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I was like, Nigel? You mean the guy who trained Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Like, I don't even wear them. I wear Dwarf Stars. Like I get 40 life.
Well, rings are just so insanely
I
useful.
get Absorb.
And
I get MDR.
it's like giving up their ring slots is terrible. Oh god, that's a lot of monsters.
Now what I need is a really good amulet. That's what I need. I need a +3 war cries crafted amulet with fire and lightning res, magic fine and gold fine.
Is ladder coming out? When is ladder coming out? Basically, is what you're asking.
It won't be this year.
Honestly, it's not looking good. Like, I get the feeling that they have discovered that the game is far too unstable for ladder. Far too unstable.
Oh, I think the 240s on that don't stack though, because when you look at trains, it says partial set bonus, additional regenerate mana 15%, 3 items. Additional regenerate mana 15%, 4 items. So it specifically tells you this is additional on top of the complete set bonus, which gives you regenerate mana 60%.
For Trangs?
Yeah, like that one has a regenerate mana in the complete set bonus.
I was
And
talking
then-
about the Fire Mastery.
Oh no, that's not what I'm just talking about. Like when you look at the Civives we were looking at just a second ago, where it had 40% run walk on the partial, and then it had 40% run walk on the complete. They didn't specify on that one that it's additional, like they do on the Trangs here.
I mean, if it counts up to full, I don't know. Just in time for Diablo 4, huh?
I'm trying to figure out how you build this fire Trangs Necro. Like, I guess like Hex Fire with +3 to fire skills.
Well, the problem is you got to wear the full set.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you got to run 5 pieces already, and you can't run like a staff. Like, you can't do that, because if you could run a staff with Fire Mastery, I bet that would work, because you now have Fire Mastery.
Well, I'm assuming you'd want to socket the armor with a fire facet, socket the helmet with a fire facet. That would be like your first starting measure, I guess. And then after that, you would probably work on the pieces that aren't in the set. So you have your weapon, of course. You're going to need the highest number plus fire skills you can get on that.
I think that's Expire.
I mean, even if you say fire skills specifically, I mean, you might as well get all skills. So at that point, you're looking at Hoto.
It's the same. Hoto's more expensive, but yeah.
But you'd also get necro skills as well. Whereas fire skills is only going to give you your own skills. I mean, I'm assuming if you're going to build a fire necro and you're going to use the full set, you're probably going to be building some skills as well. So,
I need mana.
Dude, remember the Breath of Dying Necro?
yeah.
Can we fit 3 freaking Trangs pieces in it? Because the shield gives you -25 enemy poison res.
Yeah, and
And the gloves, you're already wearing the gloves. Ooh.
That's right. Gloves and the shield are the two pieces that most poison necromancers use. Pretty sure Kim Dracula is using the shield and the gloves.
Oh yeah. Go grab that experience shrine.
Do you have the belt, by the way?
So Andariel's. Breath of the Dying, Trang's Wing, Trang's Gloves, Ramble.
Yeah, the belt is rare. Are you running the scales too?
So you could run the belt and/or, I mean, if he needs it, I
Just
got
for now.
2 of them things.
I appreciate it. I'm just looking for poison damage stuff.
Well, that's what we're talking about, actually, and it might actually apply to you. We were talking about
Yeah.
Breath of the Dying and how Breath of the Dying spawns poison novas. And basically, what we're talking about is you would just be... I don't even think you would need to kill anything with it, because it's on death, not on striking. So, technically...
On kill.
So,
I'm pretty sure you have to make the kill.
yeah, but what I'm saying is okay, so pretend he's using a Breath of the Dying on his poison necromancer. He
Right.
uses Poison Nova and kills targets.
Yes.
Wouldn't that therefore trigger more Poison Novas on every single death?
I think so, but I'm not sure because if that was the case, you could just be a corpse explosion necro
But
wearing
then,
all this crap.
but that would literally trigger multiple poison explosions on every single death. It would almost be like a corpse explosion chain. So every single death would result in another burst of damage, and every single burst of damage would result in another death, and it would just
You
be
know how to,
like a.
you know how to test it, right?
Oh yeah, we might have to test this.
I think we've got the gear figured out. Like you got your.
I think this might be my next Theorycraft video. How about that?
Yeah, you got your Breath of the Dying Zerker X, you got your Trangle's Wing, you got your Trangle's Gloves. Probably belt would be my guess, because you want your Bramble and you want your Andes.
Yeah.
Twin-tailed
Come on,
comment
let's-
said yes, it does work. You can trigger Poison Nova from
off of
Poison Nova
Poison
kills.
Novas.
So you would have a chaining Poison Nova.
Yo, Milk, you need homunculus?
You go in cows,
Need
right?
a what now?
And you heard all of them.
Oh no,
You
Onyx,
killed
he's
one.
using the
I can't hear you.
he's using the Trangul's piece because it has the poison damage on it. Because he's the Poison Nova Necromancer,
Is the
remember?
shield actually helping poison though?
Yeah, it has plus poison skill damage on it.
You get minus.
Yeah,
enemy,
that's like +2 though.
No,
but you
it's
get
actual
minus
skill damage.
25% enemy
Guys,
poison
you can
resist
talk
for 2 items.
on top of each other, you know that, right? It isn't.
Alex, you have the floor. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, if you need a homunculus, it's a +2 skill. The wing is +2 poison and bone, right?
The wing
Yeah,
has.
some people like to rock both. They just put poison faucets in either or, depending what you want to do.
I thought the
I've
wing
seen
actually
lots of
isn't it
it.
isn't it the set bonus actually is when you put on the wing the green set bonus is plus poison skill damage.
Okay, so
I'm not
It's
sure.
negative 25 any poison resist.
right for 3
Oh,
items,
then yeah, then it's good. Yeah.
and you're already wearing the gloves, so you only need to wear one more piece.
Yeah, it's
So the belt.
poison druid. Yeah, but
What's
see,
looking out, though, Onyx?
here's the thing. Twin-tailed comment is we're not talking about using Poison Nova on a character that gets crappy poison damage because the Poison Nova damage on Breath of the Dying is only like 500 poison. It's not a lot. What we're talking about is synergizing the effect on a Necromancer, so that instead of only doing 400 or 500 damage, you're doing literally almost the full damage of a Poison Nova. So every single time a monster dies, you would be doing another additional Poison Nova, which is doing the same amount of poison damage as your first one. Granted, it might not be exactly the same, but it's still going to be pretty high. Because isn't the Poison Nova on Breath of the Dying like level 23 or something?
Level 20,
Yeah, it's pretty high.
and
And
it's a 1 and 2 when you kill something that it procs.
You could also take Endarial Visage, which triggers on hit.
Yeah, but then you have to get in there and actually get beat up. So you'd have to build for melee.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're doing, right? That we're doing the Andes, the Trangle's Wing, the Breath of the Dying Zerker Axe, the gloves and the Beltatrang, some run walk boots.
Oh
I
yeah,
guess.
and Trang's belt handles your cannot be frozen too, so you don't got to worry about that.
Yeah, and your Bramble, and then I'm wondering if there's some decent
It's locked.
rings and amulet for that build.
I mean, honestly, you'd want
The
things that would
presumable
increase your
chaos.
survivability, I would assume.
Yeah, just some resist stuff and some DR stuff.
I need
Yeah, eventually I'm gonna reroll and just get some minions. Just gonna put some stuff in revive and the skeleton.
I mean, a blood golem might actually work out in this scenario, because if you're dishing out all the damage, you'd probably want something to restore your life. And I know blood golems are awful, but if you think about it from the perspective of he's going to help you stay alive in melee,
Yeah, aren't you sharing life
Yeah.
with him or something?
I would say you want bone armor for sure.
every time he hits, you regain life. So it's like just a free lifesteal that doesn't have anything to do with you.
Yeah, would say you want bone armor, and you want
Not enough mana.
God, no mana.
lower res.
Yeah, I didn't knew for the set with the wing. I was more thinking of homunculus for
I
the
can't
all
carry
res.
anymore.
Superior
Perspective, but that's
Colossus
pretty good.
bow.
This could be stronger, like, than a faceted cold source, man. Like,
Well, you have two forms of damage. So you're talking about physical damage, of course, and then you're gonna have the actual poison damage coming from the novas. But you will be able to actually beat things to death with just the breath of the dying, because the damage on it
Yeah.
is going to be pretty insane. The real trick here is how do you hit the monsters. So you need to actually be able to hit them with the weapon if you're going to deal out that kind of damage.
You can use a dim vision.
High Lords.
Actually, you know what? Spamming dim vision would take the physical component out entirely. If everything's blind, you wouldn't really have to worry about it beating you up.
Yeah, you won't have lower resist though, sadly.
There's an amulet for an attack rating boost. It's not High Lords, but there's an amulet that gives you a massive amount of attack rating.
Waypoint over here.
Waypoint.
You could do angelic. You could do angelic rings and amulet.
Can go with something fancy like metal grid.
I need mana.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna go metal grid, then you should probably synergize the iron golem and run an iron golem with something nice on it.
I can't carry anymore.
I can't carry anymore. I don't know. I never really liked Iron Golem. It's just it dies too much.
The problem with iron golem is if you don't have teleport, you're just gonna lose golems randomly, and that's annoying.
Even if you have him, he can die randomly.
Even if you do everything in your power to make him as tanky as possible, and he never dies. If you die, he dies, which I always really disliked as well.
Well, I mean, this is gonna be a melee character.
Yeah,
You're
that
not
kinda
gonna just
sucks.
die. Like, if you died, you screwed up because you had time to just like save and exit.
I don't know. I never am that like mindful of my my Iron Golem.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if your iron golem synergizes well, you don't have to be mindful of it. Like,
I'm just not OCD enough to get like 20 insights and replace them every single time. You know, he dies, I die.
20
And
insights.
just build him with some, yeah. Well, inside is cheap though, right?
but you think about it though. Like, if you had an iron golem made out of a crescent moon, though, I mean, you would need teleport though. So you got to give up bramble, or you need teleport charges on your amulet, because that's the most common way an iron golem just goes away on you. Is he got too far away? He got stuck in a corner somewhere.
Hey, Onyx, thanks again for all the poison grand charms. It's really helping the damage.
Oh, no worries.
Damage.
Are you good on those, or do you need another one?
I got plenty. I'd say I'd love more, but like I'm not greedy. I got enough at this point. Thank you so much.
Been thinking of doing it
If you find some,
eventually, but not anytime
If you-
soon.
if you find, yeah, definitely. I got extras too. Like just if you need, like if you find stuff that's plus resist, plus poison, whatever, plus life, let me know. I'll trade you for it.
I need
But yeah, Onyx, definitely let me know. I'll definitely throw some nice items your way.
I mean, if you got a plain PMB, I've got a PMB with 13 life that we can just swap straight up, so you got a little more life.
I need mana.
Nice, that's
It's up to you. I'm just I don't want to be greedy or nothing.
No, man, I mean, if your inventory isn't full yet, and you can have more poison and bone charms, you can just have it. Like,
Oh, thanks.
but if you're worried about inventory space and you got one that's just plain, like, yeah, I'll just swap you and I'll sell the one I got. Or I'll sell that one instead. Like, I'm not gonna
Oh,
get
I could
nothing
swap
out of
you one.
13 life.
ENB.
I have almost enough poison charms to just have a full inventory. So if I go PvP, they're gonna be hurt. I'll put it that way.
They're gonna be hurting. Y'all gonna get the hurt smack down.
Are you also
that's
using those 100 PSN small charm?
I've been saving them up
Uh,
specifically for a character. Why, you need some, Onyx?
No, I found one.
I've got like
That,
6 of them so far. I'm holding on to them.
Yeah, I had one like 100 PSN and 10 light res, I think. Which is
Yeah, I
not too
figure
bad.
if I can get enough of those, I could just throw those on a character for laughs. Maybe like a multi-shot Amazon or something.
I went for a poker necro dagger PvP, and it'd be fun just poking them, and then they just melt.
You have to reach them though.
Yeah, you do.
Stab. Stab, stab, stab. I swear that sounds like a lion. Yeah, Julie.
Oh, Jewel.
15. No. Come here, Jemmy Jemmies. You know, it's funny, people hate Act 3, but they come back here all the time to find runes.
I actually rarely ever go to Lower Curas. I always forget about that shit.
I
Onyx
always thought
over
people hate Act
here.
2. I didn't realize that Act 3 has no love, because people just do Mephisto runs all the time.
See, people love Act 3. They just love specific parts of Act 3. It's the swamp that they hate.
Yeah, that's the swamp I totally hate. Cause
Yeah, the jungle.
you never know where the fuck you need to go.
See, if they had a song in the jungle that people liked, you know, like "Welcome to the jungle, we got fun and games." See, people they'd like to go. They'd be
That'd
like,
be hilarious.
just like just step out, just immediately, just hear the song, step back in, it immediately stops playing. Anybody need a 4-socket broadsword for a spirit? I already gave away a monarch earlier. Broadsword, spirit, drop it in town if anybody needs it.
Robin Sock broadswords are pretty good.
Look at that beautiful broadsword, beautiful, beautiful broadsword. That's right, I was gonna sell that. Nah. I rerolled a small charm yesterday into an all res 5. I was pretty excited.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
Oh god.
A lot of Hydra.
Yeah, I know.
Are you like rushing your TNT?
No, not really. I was walking it. Oh god.
There's
The
lead one.
tower!
I wonder if you need help.
Ah! It burns! I saw that HP drop.
Good thing I got 4 gens.
My poor little merc, he took the brunt of that, man. He took the whole...
Dicey.
He took it right in the face. Oh, what's up, Torque Ice Fist? Did you know your fists are made out of ice? God, I'm getting tired of this. Sometimes I will click on a skill. I don't know what it is about the game, but it's not changing the skill. Like, I will literally go click on the thing and then click on the skill I want to change it to, and it doesn't do it. And I'll do it like 2 or 3 times sometimes, and it won't do it.
Never noticed that you mean when you open the skill menu with like S?
Like when you actually click on it. You want a crystal sword? I mean, I have a spirit crystal sword sitting around somewhere. Do I have any? I don't have any amrunes, do I? I used up all my amrunes rolling spirits and then giving them away.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, the amrune dropped on the ground. Where did that come from? Wow, magical amrunes. I didn't know they rained from the sky like that. Magical M runes. Talthal or damn. 25% FCR. Terrible. Terrible. That's a really low roll. Super duper low rollins.
Disaster. Still a spirit though. Those don't just happen.
That one did. Magical. Should the standard of heroes do something? I mean, yeah, it should. They never actually finished it though, so.
That'd be interesting. Just a little something.
It's gonna give you. I've decided it's gonna give you +10 to your hair on the top of your head. Give you a nice manly
Y'all are so
rug.
greedy. Like, not only does the standard of heroes drop, but you also get a charm that gives you +1 to all skills, +20 stats, and +20 res.
Well, they were supposed to do something with it. It was originally supposed to do something. They just never got around to it.
You think they meant for it to do something?
Yeah. You got the
Other than being
waypoint,
a troll?
Mr. Camp Dracula, because I would like to to move
my bad.
on. Moving along.
I mean,
You're a good guy.
it sounds like it should do something because of the level requirement. That's the odd part of it.
Yeah, it's level 90.
No, they're just saying you shouldn't be killing them until level 90.
You can kill them at like level 30. That's the sad thing.
I know, that's what I'm saying. They screwed up. You should be a higher level to have to kill them.
Ow. No, they just underestimated the players. That's all.
These things are so annoying.
Merc, get in there. Do your job.
Hey, Onyx, you got an ethereal gore rod laying around somewhere?
What?
Poison immunes.
I don't think anybody has found that.
And Ethereal what?
Frickin' Moser's Blessed Circle.
The Tanor's gore rod.
I have no idea what the fuck that is.
Yeah, you do. You've seen it before. It's the paladin charge lance. You picked it up one time and you looked at it.
Oh, that thing. No.
And you were like, they make a paladin charge lance?
Yeah. I just found something I haven't found in a while. Arcaine Valor. Is that useful for anyone?
Arcane's Valor?
Yeah, the 2 skill, 30 FHR.
It's only I've only been wanting one of those for like forever since mine disappeared.
You've been misinformed, sir. It's not a charge lance.
I must be thinking about the wrong one then. There's two lances. Ow. There is one that's a charge lance.
What I'm looking for is a pike with 80 to 100% ED, some fire damage, some attack rating, some fire res, 15 to maximum fire res, and some life.
Oh, this is so painful.
What's the base? Is
Oh,
it
my
a
merc's
war
dead.
pike or something, I guess?
No, it's a pike. It's a
The
unique
regular
item.
pike?
Yeah, it's a unique item. The Tanner Gore Rod.
Yeah, I kind of leave them on the ground.
He wants an ethereal one. Yeah, Onyx, I had an Arcane's Valor a long time ago for my paladin, and it freaking disappeared on me. It was a dupe. It was one of the first duped items I had disappear on me. It poofed.
On DTR?
On Diablo 2.
Oh.
My
You want
level 99 paladin had. I would fucking love one. Hell yes.
It's 85. It's pretty high level. 165 strength as well.
Yeah, but the beauty of it is the HP. It has massive HP on it.
Yeah, it's like 40 something. It's not bad.
Isn't it like by level or something? Doesn't it go up?
Yeah, it's half of your level. I'm 93. It gave me 46. It's not too bad.
I think I remember originally it had something a little bit better than that. It was like plus max HP. I don't know.
Maybe they nerfed it. I don't know.
Could be.
Are you talking about Spire of Honor? +3 to combat skills?
Yeah.
Yes,
the
I
one
think
found
that's
the other
it.
day.
Yeah, he found it the other day. That's why I was trying to reference it.
I don't know why we specifically call that a charge one. That could be a zeal.
Oh,
I didn't know.
because
I'm
it's
just finding
really
weird.
really slow. That's why.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the slowest weapons in the game.
Oh, the Tanner might be pretty slow then too, huh?
Watch out, mana burn.
Alright, I got my merc back. I can handle these guys now. I was running around trying to let my merc take care of these little sticky dolls, and I was like, where's my merc? It's already dead. Oh god, no. I just need him to hold it still for me so I can kill it.
Yeah, the Tanner might be slow. It's a base 20.
What are you trying to do with it?
Upgrade it and give it to my merc so he can just tank freaking Trav.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were talking about that.
I don't think it's too bad either, because I'm not aware of many +2 skill armor in the game.
Divine Scepter. Man, this is painful with these little sticky dolls in here. I'm gonna tell you what. I run out of mana just trying to kill the dang things because I can't even hit them. Where's the best place to farm a Saigon's Wrap? Honestly, anywhere. Like it's an item that's very common.
Which one is that? The armor?
Probably normal difficulty, just to cut the item pool.
I mean, if you want to like limit the possible drops, you go to normal difficulty. It'll limit the possible drops, but it'll drop from pretty much anywhere.
Probably have an extra armor laying around. Someone needs it.
If you really want him to survive Travincal, why don't you just get him a why don't you just get him a Guardian Angel? I believe if you tag a Guardian Angel and a Akira's Guardian on pretty much any merc, it makes them 95 or 90% all res, which is pretty ridiculous. You could also, instead of Akira's Guardian, you could use a what's that one I have in my stash right now? It's the it's not the Veil of Steel or the Nightwing. I think it's the Veil of Steel. I think. God, I can't remember. It's also 50 all res. High strength requirement, but great for mercs. Back off me, you little jujubes.
Not enough mana.
God bless it, I need more arrows. There we go. Here comes Onyx.
Hey. You got Valor
Arcane's
skin over there?
Valor Balrog skin.
Yeah, the armor looked freaking good.
Bet you it looks sexy as all get out. I get to relive my glory days. And it's not duped this time. Or is it?
Freshly dropped.
Freshly duped, he says. I log in tomorrow and it's gone. I'm like, what the fuck, Onyx? You lied to me.
I forgot how high level this armor is, though.
That's right, I do have Discord.
Oh my god, I have a +4 ethereal needle on my freaking Amazon or Assassin.
You just forgot? That's right, you did find an Ariox needle, I remember that.
Oh my, and it's +4. Like,
Look at
it's
the
185 though. I feel like I tried this on him before and it wasn't that good.
One day
What?
we'll find endurance level 3. One day.
It's not
One day. Hey, I'm having fun. I'm almost dying to two Stygian dolls. Two Stygian dolls. Dude, like 3 people corrected me on my pronunciation of Stygian. Oh, it's a lot.
And I'm butchering that name for years.
It's not pronounced how it's written. Let me tell you that much. It is not. It is not pronounced how it's written.
Yeah, it's lower damage than my damn obedience.
I mean, I thought you were just using it for Travincal.
I am, but he also is the killer. Remember, I just jump around. I jump around.
See, I'm not the only one that sings random songs.
Jammy Jams.
Yay, level 1.
It sounded like you were singing a different song. It sounded like you were doing DuckTales for a second there. Be like, Jammy Jams, ooh! Got to get them jammy jams, so gonna get them jammy jams, ooh!
No, the Ariox Needle I was thinking about because it has Deadly Strike on it too, which doubles the damage 50% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
The Gore Rod is the one I was thinking about for Trav farming.
Well, then you can't really count the damage, because Deadly Strike is not gonna show on the screen. You just gotta multiply the damage
Right.
out.
So multiply by 1.5, 2146.
I mean, multiply it by 2, because he's gonna hit like a Mack truck when it procs.
Yeah, I'm looking at average though.
Mack truck.
B-Rush. What is a B-Rush?
What's a B-Rush?
I don't know, someone in your chat.
G-Rush? Are you talking about G-Rush?
3200.
He's saying B-Rush. I don't know what a B-Rush is. I know what the G-Rush is, though.
Yeah, I don't know what B-Rush is. G-Rush is still a thing. I know that. Get away from me, you little undead poopity dolls. I'm gonna call you poopity dolls from now
I
on.
am overburdened.
It's about the same as an obedience. Okay.
I mean, you also have to factor in that plus the skills is increasing the might aura.
Yeah, that's true. That's not much though.
I rather like the ethereal cryptic axe, to be honest.
I'm thinking in as far as like rune words. If I was gonna go with a rune word, I'd go with a thresher.
Well, hear me out. The ethereal Tomb Reaver cryptic axe is one of the best weapons. Has the highest IAS. Has all resistances on it. Has 3 sockets, so you can put in a bunch of things that you actually would want him to have, and it's pretty amazing damage-wise. And then on top of that,
if you're talking about Tomb Reaver, I can't afford that. That's expensive.
on top of that, it also actually have a Tomb Reaver. It's not ethereal, but it also has animates dead on it on kill, which is pretty cool. It gives you like these little minion skeletons that run around. Which
I'll grant that's cool, but not for quick trap runs. Like I'm wanting to kill them quickly and move on to the next run.
well, they act as damage sponges. So they're actually like little black skeletons. They're like solid black, like almost look like charcoal, and they just walk around and they just absorb damage, and they're distractions basically. It's pretty cool. And if your merc is killing everything, you're gonna have a lot of them spawn.
Yeah, that's the only thing about the needle though. Like the might only goes up 10%. Like it goes from 210 to 220.
His jab should go up too.
I need mana.
Yeah, the jab goes from 208 attack rating, 51 damage, to
I need mana.
244 attack rating, 63% damage. The attack rating kind of doesn't matter because obedience has enchant, so those kind of wash, but the damage.
Where'd you guys find it?
No.
Oh. I thought you said you put up a TP. I thought you found it.
I'm glad I didn't buy one of these. I'd have been mad as heck.
TP up if you want to just join us up.
He's right above. It's not too far behind.
I was just
Needle
doing
has-
my own thing, sirs.
The needle has attack speed too, which makes up for the fact that it's a 10% base weapon.
Honestly, I think attack speed is way better for mercs than anything else. Them hitting faster is huge, especially since jab is already an innate attack speed bonus. Because it's like three quick attacks in the space of what would normally be one.
I just didn't realize how trash the CV is, man. Like, it's slow attack.
No, it's just circling.
CV is like the worst thing you can put something in.
Yeah, do you know why people choose it?
Because it's guaranteed 4 sockets from Larzik.
That's right. That's the only reason. It's not the best choice.
That's like if I wanted to make a crescent moon, my best choice would be an ogre axe.
I was actually looking at like different bases, and I actually wanted to give my merc up a higher ranged base because I figured the range would be more effective. But apparently, range is not doesn't affect mercs at all. Apparently, they're just
No,
like
you're looking at average damage.
apparently they're base 2 range no matter what. They have terrible range.
Oh, you mean
What's the best pull-on base then?
So apparently, since range doesn't come into effect, it's all about DPS and attack speed, and that's
Thresher, I
why
guess.
people like the giant thresher because it has one of the best attack speeds. So it's either the cryptic axe or the giant thresher. Those are the two. I think the cryptic axe is the best DPS, and the giant thresher is the best attack speed.
Isn't the regular treasure good too?
I think it's good, but it's not
have
as good as the
attack
giant.
speed. Well, here's the thing. Both threshers have the same base attack speed. They're both minus 10 weapons. The regular thresher has a wider range. It's 12 to 141, but it has a better max. It can hit harder sometimes. The giant thresher is 40 to 114. On average damage, they come out to about the same. The thresher is 76.5. And the giant is 77. So they're real close in average. Like if you did 100 attacks, you know, once you calculate out the data, they're going to come out to about the same. So either one of those is a good choice.
Petrified one.
So what's the best base?
One of the threshers. Like, hands down, one of the threshers. Now, if you're doing something like super quick, like you're going in and killing like Pendle, right? And you're only going to get like 1 or 2 stabs from your dude, then you want to go with like a cryptic axe. Because like it has the highest average damage. It's more likely to hit harder.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It pretty much comes down between the cryptic axe and the threshers. That's really all there is to it. All the other ones are not really that great. The great poleaxe would be the best if the range actually had an effect, because the great poleaxe is the largest ranged weapon of them all. I think the range would outclass the DPS altogether, but the great poleaxe range doesn't affect it.
Range. I keep thinking you're talking about damage range. Okay.
No, the great poleaxe is like a 4 range weapon, which means it can attack from really far away. Like we're talking about like on the other side of walls. And the thresher is actually only like a range 2 weapon. So
on that note, thresher is a range 1. So
yeah, it's terrible.
Not even. Yeah, it's not even as good.
But see,
Great Thresher is a range 4. It's the same as the Cryptic Axe. So Great Thresher is technically the best.
Yeah. Well, so basically, unfortunately, since the merc doesn't actually use the range of the weapon and he just gets 2 base no matter what, it sucks.
So okay, so what you're saying is like he's just 2. It doesn't matter what one you
I'm
put
not
him
even
in.
sure he's 2, because some people said they've tested it with like a weapon that's guaranteed 2, and he seems to be somewhere in between a 1 and a 2, like, which is impossible. But he seems to be like a 1.5 or something, which is I don't even understand.
I mean, if that's the case, like you're I mean, you're splitting hairs here because the great is 4, and so is the giant thresher. So they have the same range, so they're going to affect his range the same.
Well, the thing is when you're using a max range weapon, you're usually giving up something for that max range. That's kind of like the whole trade-off. So I guess that's why the thresher only has like a range of like 1 or 2, because it's giving up that range for something. I don't know about the giant thresher.
It's a bigger hit. It's 12 to 141. Whereas the Great Poleaxe, which has 4 range, is 46 to 127. So it's not as good on the back end, but it's a little better on the front end.
Everything is like that. All the items have like a something they're good at. I was looking at the shields the other day, and it's very similar. Like one shield's the best in defense, one shield's the best in blocking, one shield's the best in smite damage, and then the Kura shield is apparently like the jack of all trades.
And that's the thing. Like the Great Poleaxe is slower than either of the Threshers. It's a 0 versus a -10, and the Cryptic Axe is even slower. So it's a slower base. I would definitely say the Giant Thresher is the best base.
Which is why people look for it. But unfortunately, it also has, what, 5 or 6 sockets max?
I think it goes up to
Oh, it's
6.
got 6. Yeah.
Yeah, so good luck getting it at the right number of sockets that you're looking for, and ethereal. Because you have to roll it also.
That's the nice thing about it, though. Like, you have multiple things you can put in it. Like, a 6 socket has an option, a 4 socket has an option, a 5 socket has an option. That's the one nice thing about it. You have options.
Problem is, though, does the Giant Thresher even drop in most areas? Like, because I was looking up the Berserker Axe the other day, like when I was trying to get my my Breath of the Dying, and what I found out was Berserker Axes are TC 87 items. Just the base. The base is a TC 87 item, which means
it's an 85?
Which, yeah, so it only drops in like very specific zones. Like, you're not going to get that at the cow level. The cow level's too low.
I don't know about that. It's a quality level 85, so I don't know if that means the same thing.
We have to look up TC class. Treasure class. Just look up treasure class Diablo 2. It's got all the items listed. And Berserker Axe is in the treasure class 87, which basically means it only drops from like elites in level 85 zones. It doesn't actually drop from regular monsters.
The wiki? Yeah, this will work.
Let's see here. Bases. Giant Thresher. Yeah, it's a TC 87, which means the only way you're going to get your hands on a Giant Thresher is to farm 85 zones like the Pit, Ancients,
Mausoleum, yeah.
Ancient Tunnels. Those 2 little zones that I like to farm. The oh wow, 1430 Ziggy, nice.
World Stones.
Those 2 little temples I like to farm all the time in Kurass Causeway. Those are both 85.
Yeah, the temples are 85, yeah.
And there's lots of weapon racks in there too, so there's a very good chance you could get a Giant Thresher. 5%, 60 attack rating.
Anybody got a fire skillers they want to trade straight up for cold skillers?
I'm pretty sure you can still get to hell level 1 by G-rushing. Didn't we bump somebody?
Yeah, you can.
We bumped somebody the other day, right?
It's still feasible.
Yeah, G-rushing's still a thing.
Man, I gotta put this Ancient Arcane's Valor on something.
Yeah, you guys bumped me to Nightmare by accident. I've arrived after Ancient. You killed Bale and I still got it. So it still works.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna take that out. That's like the Andy bug. That's like a thing. Like, they're not gonna get rid of it. Like, they might make it like guaranteed, like they did the Andy bug.
I can do my my jank here. Hey, Onyx, give me a River of Flame so I can go see if I can get a super cool rune from my Hellforge quest. The Forge of Hell.
Oh, right, you haven't done.
I haven't done Izzy either, but I don't know if I really want to play around with all the gloams.
Let me go see if there's glows.
Let me test the waters for you. Dips his pinky toe in, immediately dies.
I have Wisp and T-God. I should be fine. She'll tickle.
Jeff said, love the videos, my dude. Watched a couple hours of last night's session. I've learned more watching your videos in a week than I learned in 20 years playing. If only I had YouTube in 2001. I mean, hey, that's what we do. You hear us talking about these weird builds we're doing. I mean, that's stuff that we're still learning. I mean, this game has tons of cool stuff to learn about. Could you please explain, if you have a moment, how G-Rush works and if it's possible in
Easy as
DTR?
up.
So we already talked about how it is possible. So basically what a G-Rush is it's essentially just taking a level 1 character and rushing them past all the quests. You still have to do a lot of the quests. Like, you don't just get away with not doing them. You still have to go get the key. Sorry, the staff. You still have to go get the pieces. You still have to kill Duriel. You still have to kill Mephisto and all that stuff. In Act 3, one of the easiest way to rush that is what you do is you make a portal behind Travincal Council, and you have the level 1 stand behind the council chambers, and then you kill the council while they're standing there, and they get credit for the quest, and that allows you to bump them past Act 3.
Yeah, or if they die, they stay dead. They get the quest either way.
Yeah. Freaking is he already?
Every quest is doable. The problem with Bale is you can't get in there, so you have to. At that point, you need somebody else who needs the quest. If somebody else needs the quest, and you're there in town, you get credit. Otherwise, you do not.
Basically, though, you're not doing it yourself. So to have a G-Rush, you actually have to have somebody else go through the process of completing all the quests and everything for you. Usually the person has teleport, so you can do it quickly, but you can do G-Rush without teleport. It's not imperative. Like, for instance, you take somebody into Act 1 and you have the Catacombs level 2, so you go all the way and you find Andariel, you make a teleport, the dude comes in the portal, you kill Andariel, he gets credit for Andariel. Same thing with Duriel. You go to the staff points, you find the staff pieces, you make a teleport, he picks up the staff pieces, makes the staff. You find Duriel, you know, etc., etc. He puts the staff in the hole. Like, for the most part, he's doing the things that need to be done. He's just not getting any EXP, and you're basically doing all the work. And then what happens is at the very end, so when you finally complete the G-Rush, your level 1 character goes to Hell Bale, or Hell Chaos, one or the other, I can't remember which. And you essentially get massive amount of EXP per monster, because you're level 1. You only need like 500 EXP to level up in the first place, and every monster is given like thousands and thousands.
Yeah, level 1 to
Chaos.
25 is a bit slow, then up 25 to 60, it's just massive.
And there are penalties, of course. Being level 1 in Hell, you're basically only getting like 5% of the total EXP that you would otherwise be getting. But 5% of a massive amount is still a lot. They probably should have reduced that penalty even further. Or increased the penalty even further, sorry.
You have to go Hell Chaos because you can't get into Hell Bale until you're 40.
Yeah, you have to kill the ancients.
But then once you hit 40, you can kill the ancients, and then you can level there.
Oh no, mana burn.
That's the thing. Is finding chaos games is hard.
You
in
mean
Diablo.
40 for Nightmare Ancient, it's 60 for Hell.
Oh yeah, 60. You're right.
So yeah, you still need to go up until
What do you
60
need?
in Chaos at least.
Hail to
Halbu.
the champion.
Oh, Halbu. He used to be the big dog in the smithing world, and then Larza came along. Yeah, so to do the ancients, I guess I should explain this part too. To do the ancients, you actually have to be level 20, 40, or 60. And this is a problem. So they actually put these in there on purpose because what they're trying to do is they're trying to prevent you from taking advantage of, you know, exactly what you're taking advantage of. And so what you need is you need a bumper. So a bumper is a person who can complete the quest. And as long as one person can complete the quest in the group, then everybody gets credit for the quest, even if they do not actually, if they're not actually able to do the quest. It's kind of odd. I'm not sure why it works that way. Must be some fluke in the way they did the quest system.
Yeah, that will work for Baal, but not Ancient, so you can still go do your Ancient later. Unless they fix that.
Well, it works for Ancients in Normal and Nightmare, but it doesn't work for Ancients in Hell. I don't know why it doesn't work for Ancients in Hell. Ooh, that is painful. God, why does he do so much damage? Holy poison.
Greetings.
Yeah, you stand in the city because you can't even, I don't even think you can go in there, can you? Or is it you stand, no, you stand in the city when they kill Baal.
Yeah, as long as the bumper can get the quest, you're gonna get it.
God, this little freaking elite pack of Oblivion Knights is something else. They are shredding through my merc too. I mean, I can kill them, but man, the poison on them is insane. Every time I get close enough, the one boss monster hits me with his stupid poison attack, and all my health drains away. Oh, well, I couldn't freeze the boss. That was the thing. I was freezing the entire group, and the boss was still getting his little poison attack off.
15 IAS, 20% ED jewel?
I'm using the wrong bow. That's what's going on. 15% what?
IAS, 20% ED.
That's pretty nice, actually. I mean, that's the kind of thing I'd probably put in like a merc helmet or something. Heck, you could take that and put it in the helmet with that 15% IAS 10 to max damage jewel. Put it in that giant skull.
It'd be pretty dope.
I'm pretty sure the two stack on top of each other. Because of the way that plus min and plus max damage work, I'm fairly certain that the 20% would stack on top of the plus 10 max.
Just got a 559 white what's it? What it is? Shit. Dust Shroud. 519 Dust Shroud.
Anybody making a druid? I just found a rogue spell. The roguest of bows.
Carry anymore. I can't carry anymore.
Dang it. Get in there. Grand Chamois!
I need money.
Red Grand Chamois of Strength. Chamois!
Not enough mana.
Hey, 5% MF small chamois.
Not enough mana. I need mana.
By the way, quick tip for all you guys and gals out there that may or may not know this. You probably do. You know, when you get curses and shrines override each other. So, if you're cursed and you need to remove your curse, click on a shrine.
And if you have treachery, your shrines won't last as long.
That's right. Because they're technically the same thing.
Wait, treachery affect shrine as well?
Yep.
Shrines
I
basically
thought
count
it
as
was only
curses.
a curse.
Shrines do count as curses. That's what we're saying. Catch up, Onyx.
That's kind of sad.
So curses and shrines override each other. That's the thing.
Where's the Festo? Oh, here you are.
Your soul will fuel the Hellforge.
Unique hammer.
Who doesn't like unique hammers?
So what I need is a no MF pit zerker for farming pit for giant thread.
No MF pit zerker? What are you talking about? Get it. Get
Yeah,
it.
so he gets white.
Cause like you said, you had to have you have to do level 85 areas, and most pit zerkers run a lot of magic find. So much so that they don't even run Warcry Grain charms.
Oh yeah, just run with a non-MF character. You don't have to worry about your barbarian. I like to go in with my conviction paladin if I'm looking for bases.
He just kills stuff so good.
My conviction paladin, he does pretty good. He one shots just about everything. It's pretty hilarious. Well, a lem rune from my my forge isn't a terrible drop. It's not terrible.
Better than a hell rune.
I got one of those one time for my.
Yeah, me too. That's fantastic.
It's not fantastic, Onyx. It's awful. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. See, now I want to reroll a small champion. I don't even care. Let's pick something. I got too many gems. I don't even care what it is. Let's go. See if I can get something that's I don't want. Reroll that one. Rerolling time. Bing, bing, bing. Oh no, not you.
I'm on my assassin and I feel like she just has no freaking mana ever. Oh, I see why. Okay.
Why does it sound sometimes that there's a chicken cackling in the background?
A chicken cackling in the background. Isn't there a chicken in the Act 1? I thought there was a chicken in Act 1. Could have sworn there was, actually. Man, I'm getting no luck on my rolls here. It's the same thing I started with. I just re-rolled back around in a circle.
You want the Grand Charm to reroll?
Oh, I'm good. I'm about to quit on this one. I think I got maybe one more roll in me. Nope, not rolling it anymore. I'm really just trying to get rid of gems. I get so many gems that they start filling up my inventory, and I get lucky every now and then, and I'll roll like a all res or like a magic find charm. So well, speaking of magic find, I found a 13% magic find ring with 51 mana.
No, I keep hearing a clock sound.
Did you know you can chase the chickens?
No, it's not even in Act 1.
I'm just saying, did you know
I
you
think
can
it's
chase the
when Jack
chickens?
is talking.
That's terrible. Apparently, you can chase the chickens and you can chase them out of town. Oh, somebody found a freaking Gloom's trap? I'll take a Gloom's trap. That's got mana steal on it. Yes. Do I want to give up my razor tail though? I think I do, actually. Oh god.
Yeah, I found that earlier. I didn't thought it was good.
Are you kidding me? It's got 5% mana steal. It's got 15% increased maximum mana and regenerate mana on it. It's a mana belt. If you need mana, it's a mana belt. That's what it's for.
Guess it's yeah. Sadly though, it shared the same slot as Razor. For you.
I mean, it's 33% pierce. I'm not too worried about it. I'd rather have a little bit more mana so I could fire more shots. Alright, let's go kill Diablo.
You wanna walk to chaos?
Yeah, let me get some arrows. I forgot I need my arrows. And some potions would help, just in case this belt isn't enough mana steal for me.
What do you need?
You're at 65. Yes, 199 cast the exact same as 105. That is correct. That's what I was going over in my latest video. Basically, that's how breakpoints work, is unless you hit the next breakpoint, everything up until that breakpoint is useless. I have a razor tail, old man. I'm just playing around with this this gloom trap to see if it helps my mana situation. And it does actually seem to be helping my mana situation a little bit.
Nice.
I mean, I'm not like.
Do you want some silk weave?
Not sure. Let me go grab my merc real quick.
It's
I
the
just
boot that
realized he's
gives like
dead.
+5 per kill, I think. +5 mana.
What? No money? I got plenty of money.
I have it on another character if you need. Let me know.
I mean, really, this character just needs a lot better equipment, unfortunately.
Need some Gore Rider?
Yes. I'm glad you found it useful, Kurt. Yeah, breakpoints are an interesting thing. It's because of the fact that the game is based off of the frame rate. So a lot of engines don't do that anymore. There's very few games that actually base the game off the frame rate of the engine. And to give you an idea of a similar one that has based itself off the frame rate, that's Skyrim. So Skyrim actually bases itself off the frame rate, and if you enhance the frame rate of Skyrim, it actually breaks the game. I know this because I've done it before. It's a thing. Now, there are mods, I think, that fix Skyrim to make it work properly at higher frame rates, but let me just say, without those mods to fix it, it breaks horribly. So Diablo runs off of the 25 frames, and everything is determined off of that. So 25 frames equals 1 second, and that's a rule. So to decrease your frames, you have to increase your breakpoints. And your breakpoints are split up into frames. You can't have half a frame. That's not possible. So you're actually reducing the number of frames that are being displayed, just like going down from 30 frames per second to 25 frames per second, and so forth and so on. It's a Kraken shell.
I haven't found a unique one yet.
Where'd you find the Arcane's Valor? Just out of curiosity.
Right in chaos, the seal on the bottom right.
Because I remember Arcane's Valor being like freaking GG level equipment back in the day.
Well, it's level 85, so I mean, it's pretty good.
I mean, nowadays, I don't think it's
skill?
GG equipment, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably just gonna rock it because I remember loving it so much. And then it disappeared off my character and I was devastated.
I mean, 2 skill on an armor is pretty good for a non-rune ward, right?
Oh, yeah. But I think the main draw to Arcane's Valor always was the health boost. It gave a huge bonus to health.
Yeah, maybe they nerfed it, but 40 something isn't bad either.
Let me
Like half your level.
let me pull up real quick Arcane's Valor.
You want to see if they modified the item? Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these will have changes to them in various patches.
Yeah.
Some websites will have the changes. Okay, here we go. In 1.07 to 1.08, it dropped as 200% enhanced defense, 2.5 vitality per sea level, 30% fast hit recovery, 2 hit points per sea level.
And now it's 0.5 per level.
+2 to all skills, indestructible, and plus 50% fire resist. So I'm assuming at max level, like let's assume level 99. So 99 times 2, obviously. So 198 to life. And then it would also give 2.5 times 99, which is 247 vitality.
Wait,
So
what?
So 247 vitality and 196
It was getting
life.
both?
Yes, both.
Oh shit. Yeah, that was pretty broken. It's kind of sad they removed it.
Huge. I remember, because I remember my original paladin, he was an HP paladin. I had him built for like maximum HP. Like every single point he had was freaking into vitality, and he was using a ton of strength equipment.
I mean, it's not bad because yes, it requires lots of strength, but you're gonna
Get a huge amount of vitality for your
conjure-
bonus.
Yeah, exactly.
Immune to fire aim.
Not enough mana.
Oh, he's immune to cold. Okay. Hang in there, buddy.
I can't carry anymore.
There are no .08 Valors left. They got rusted with 1.10, as well as a few other items that had similarly large amounts of health and HP and vitality. Poor 1.08 Arcane's Valor. Gingivitis. You're so funny, I forgot to leave. Oh, okay. You're immune to fire and you're immune to cold. I gotta split my damage back and forth. Come over here, Alhazir. Will you sit still and stop decrepifying me? Yep, they're little spiders, Jeff. That is correct. They are indeed little spiders. Oh. Click. Oh, fanaticism more. Not even death can save you from me. Oh, we haven't killed Lord Decease yet. Lord Decease. Hey, level 73.
I can't carry anymore.
+3 shockwave. Oh, he's immune to fire and cold. Well, I'll just lay down and die then. Ow.
Not enough mana.
Stay frosty, Diablo. Stay frosty. Stay frosty. Or do that. Big rude. He dropped 2 Volges and a dark glow ring mail. Boo. What bow build am I using? I'm doing dual spec fire ice. I don't really have a set bow yet. I've been kind of flip-flopping back and forth between them. Right now I'm using Witch Wild String, just simply because Witch Wild String is 40 all res. It's nice to have some all res on a bow build since you don't have access to a shield. It's a little difficult to get your resistances up as an Amazon. No shield is a big detriment. Crystalline Passage. Hey, somewhere I can do fire damage for a change. Had to be champions right out of the gate, though. Come on, die, champions.
Not enough mana.
I'm not doing bad. Champions. He's running a Crown of Thieves. He's running a Treachery. And he's running a Cryptic Axe Ethereal with a Crescent Moon rune word in it. Which is pretty nice. That's pretty nice. I think the ITD really helps him a lot.
All right, gentlemen. I'm going to bow out since I had a connection interruption.
He's gone.
Good luck, folks.
Alright, man. I'll see you later.
I need mana.
Come on, Merc. Let's go back to town and get some mana potions. Hi, my name is Mala. You ever notice that Mala sells the keys? Because she's a thief. It's because I don't have Valkyrie points. Unfortunately. I was so focused on building my elemental side of my attacks that that I never really bothered with the Valkyrie. I was trying so desperately to get my butt down to the elemental damage I needed.
The popsicle is up if you want.
The popsicle. You're so funny, sir.
Hero.
Come on, let's go, popsicle. Let me go get my popsicle scroll.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
The scroll of the popsicle. Yeah. By the way, you know, if you guys want to look things up while you're in here, I know a lot of people like to play the game while they stream, or while they watch the stream. You guys can look stuff up. I have all the rune words programmed in. Like if you want to look up Enigma, I got Enigma in here. Or if you want to look up my Discord, you can type in Discord. Or if you want to look up socket weapon, I got the socket weapon recipe in here. No, lots of cool stuff in here. I got. I also have the upgrade recipes in here. If you type in upgrade weapon 1 or upgrade armor 1, and then the same thing. I have upgrade weapon 2 and upgrade armor 2. Those are for the different upgrades. All sorts of cool stuff in the chat bot that that can be helpful for you while you're leveling up. It's little things, you know, little things. Give you little hands. I can never remember the recipes myself, and even when I do remember the recipes, I always still want to check them. I'll be like, okay, I want to make a Ancient's Pledge, Rowlor Tal. What's Ancient's Pledge? And I'll be like, oh, Ancient's Pledge.
Yeah, you don't want to do job or it. Those kind of monstrosity.
Monstrosity. Probably typed it in wrong. Oh no, never mind. I don't know why chat's so slow over on YouTube. It's much faster on Twitch.
Not enough mana.
Freaking quill rats, man. They're like my worst nightmare enemies. Let me fight Diablo, Bale, Mephisto. I don't care. I'll fight Duriel. Just get the quill rats away from me. They haunt my nightmares. I'm not sure what it is about the quill rats that makes them so freaking deadly. I don't know if they have double, I don't know if they have critical hit. I don't know if they're like doing some form of like elemental damage or something, or what's going on with them. They like, but when you come across the right pack of freaking quill rats, so they got like accursed, like extra fast, extra strong, they will just like absolutely demolish you. Hey, you can make a Java Zon, old man stalker, why not? Java Zons are pretty fun. +2 minimum damage. That's the first plus minimum damage charm I found. Like, the entire time I've been playing. Oh, I'm out of arrows.
Hello.
That's right. I hope it did. And I'll leave it up there, too, until they fix the game. Fix your crap, Blizzard.
Afternoon.
I think they pierce, too. I've never actually tested it, but I'm pretty sure they pierce. I am fairly certain they pierce. Alright, see you, Evan. Have a good night, man. See, I need to go play around on my Conviction Paladin and use this Arcane's Valor. Y'all got me messed up. I'm going up. That's sick. I rolled up the sleeves. We're going in. All sooky sooky now.
Is the new version of Valor give life or vitality?
Oh, Jesus, look at that beautifulness. Oh, God, it's so sexy. That is so sexy.
Oh wow.
That is some sexiness right there. Let's see, it gives me about what is it? I want to say like 250
Vitality,
life.
it's not too bad.
About 250 life, and it has damage reduced by 12 on it as well.
Yeah, when I read it, I thought it was life.
Why is it also increasing my oh, it's increasing my damage because of plus to skills. That's right. Dude, I've actually used this just for laughs. This is kind of beast.
It looked pretty good on the character. It must look nice on the close-up in the character selection.
I mean, it needs some resistances, but it's a very, very tanky little plate there. You guys just drop me an Umrune.
you wanna put that in there?
I was actually trying to find a all res jewel because they're not that hard to come by, and you can find all res jewels which are the same as the Umrunes. I didn't want to waste it. I guess that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I had one. I put it on one helmet. Pretty convenient.
I stole all his equipment. What is he running? He's running negative resistances without his stupid spirit shield. God, I'm freaking like locked into the stupid spirit shield because of reasons. Let me go grab my all res chamois and my Mara's back because I'm using a Mara's for him. Let's look at him on the character screen, though, first. Oh, his big shield's in the way, and you can't see nothing. Dang, twin-tailed comet. That's a little... that's a little aggressive. A little aggressive.
Oh wow! I just saw the character selection. This shield is literally hiding the whole armor.
Just everything about the armor.
That's so bad.
That could be covered. The entire thing.
Wow.
I'm swapping gear. Trying to get used to swapping gear.
Is that an Amazon torch?
Yeah. Leon gave it to me. I guess he must have farmed a torch and it came out Amazon.
Almost have a whole torch in key set. Finally.
Pink. Pink. You gonna try and run your own? See if you can do it on your Necromancer by yourself?
Still try it. I don't think I'd mind if it fell. Worst case, we have Smitter. I did it once in Lord of Destruction. It was such a hassle, though. It was interesting. Because you gotta get those basher dude.
You know what I was thinking that would really make it work probably a lot better? So you'd have to give up your shield and your weapon slot. That's unfortunate. But you would get guided arrow. All right, guided arrow is a guaranteed hit, just like smite is. And then you'd put on something that has open wounds. And theoretically, if you have open wounds and crushing blow, so something like perhaps like Gore Riders or maybe a Gillem's Face. Just something that you can give up without having to lose too much damage, and you would be able to basically sit back and spam guided arrows, which of course you're going to be doing no damage, but that's not what you're doing it for. You're doing it to apply the open wounds and the crushing blow, and it should work theoretically.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I just don't know. Basically, it'd just be to do some kind of periodic damage, I guess.
Well, your minions would be doing most of the damage. You would just be doing the keeping the monsters from regenerating.
Wait, will that actually apply to your minion though? The crushing blow? I don't think so. Right?
No.
You'd be the one doing the damage.
You would be the one applying the open wounds, preventing them regenerating. The crushing blow would just be kind of like icing on the cake. Your minions would be the ones doing the damage.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Be to try, I guess.
Ooh, ethereal conquest sword.
Oh.
Ooh, I think my merc just got an upgrade.
Isn't that your head striker?
No, it's just a regular 4-socket ethereal conquest sword. But my merc's getting an upgrade. That's what I saw. Of course, I
Put it in there.
don't have any am runes though. No am runes for the fool. I've used up every single am rune I've got. I will trade you a foul rune for an am rune, sir.
Let me see. I think I used them all up too.
Question, how do you know what is applied? Well, open wounds is pretty obvious. When open wounds applied, there's actually like a spurting blood that comes out of the target. It's pretty clear that open wounds has been applied. Crushing blow is pretty clear what that has been applied because you see like a massive diminished health. Like it's like a big spike in health that just disappears off the target. Especially when they're at full health. When you hit them with crushing blow when they're at full health, you literally will see 1/4 of their health just disappear. It's absolutely amazing. Orts go to AM? Do orts go to AM? See, now you got me thinking about it.
I found one.
I got too many orts as it is. I'm gonna try it out. No, orts go to a thal. You lie to me. They get some rid of some of these tier runes. Ooh. Alright, here's your foul rune, sir.
I am overburdened.
Yay, 1/3 of a lamb.
A trade is a trade. Oh, you can transmute 3 fouls up to a limb? I forgot about that.
Yeah.
We got 3 lums. What do 3 lums transmute up to?
Lum. I don't remember. Isn't it co?
Lums go to co, really?
Think
I
so.
thought lums were more better than co's.
Let me check.
Tal.
So
Thal.
3 tool go to an amn,
Ort.
and 3 lum go to a co. Yeah.
Am. Hey, 28% and 8 magic to absorb. Nice. Better than what I got. I doubt anybody's going to want my Spirit Conquest sword. If you would like a Spirit Conquest sword, please sign up for the raffle.
And you said it doubled the damage on Act 5 Merc? Something like that?
For what?
If
I'm
he's
using...
using a one hand?
Yeah, for Act 5s it doubles. I'm using Act 3 right now on this guy.
Oh, okay, okay.
This is for Spirit, so he's got the faster cast, but he also swings the sword every now and then, so... Man, I look so sexy in my freaking Arcane's Valor. Freaking Onyx hooking me up with the sweet suit. Hold on, I gotta take my shield off and
Yeah, that armor do look nice. You have to...
I gotta take my shield off and go to the
Shield.
menu and look at it. Well, I ain't getting rid of my lums. Lums are too useful. I would not trade a lum for an IO. I would not trade a lum for a co. I would not trade a lum for a foul. Maybe a lum for a foul if I had 3 fouls and could transmit it to a limb, because limbs are more useful than lums. But lums are actually pretty darn useful.
What are you using them for other than smoke?
Aren't lums in the upgrade recipe?
Ooh, that armor look good.
I'm trying to remember. It's either upgrade armor 1 or upgrade weapon, or sorry, 2 or upgrade weapon 2. One or the other.
What's the helmet you have on that paladin?
Yeah, it's upgrade armor 2. Upgrade armor 2 is a lum and a pall. So if you want to upgrade any armor from Nightmare to Hell, you need a lum rune. I use lum runes all the damn time. Co runes are way more common than lum runes. I don't know why. I usually have tons of co's. Man, this armor is freaking beast looking, isn't it? I'm gonna make that the thumbnail for this video.
What about what's your helmet there?
It's
It
just
looked pretty.
It's a pretty nice like diadem crown kind of
It
thing.
kind of fit.
Now that could probably use an rune or a jewel. I'm hoping to find some more 14 res jewels or 15 res jewels or a rare jewel with res on it. It's a +2 pally, 8% mana, 7% lifesteal, defense, poison resist, damage reduced by 7. It's not bad.
It's a good circlet.
It's pretty good. Just no resistances. But my resistances are capped right now. The thing is I don't want to use this spirit shield, so eventually I'd like to get away from using this spirit shield. And so I'm looking forward to the time when I can
Probably Huz, I guess.
can move away from this, because I really don't want to use it.
All right, I
You
gotta
need
go.
a lum, Joe? Come on in here. We'll do a little trade, sir. GGM2 password 16. Come on in.
I can't carry it.
Come on, go for it, Merc. You got this. No, you got this, Merc. Come on. Come on, go ahead. Go ahead with your bad self. Oh, that he immune to cold. Hold on, I got him for you. You're on PS5. How am I supposed to give you stuff if you're on PS5? Hey, a small champion. Jimmy, 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 can't you see?
I can't carry it.
Freaking grand champion. C-Nut? Who the hell is C-Nut? What's up, C-Nut? Cha, cha, cha. Oh, you need a lum? You're the one that needs a lum? I thought you were on PS5. What you want, sucker? Take it.
Good afternoon.
Well, I appreciate it. Thumbs up on the videos, please. All thumbs up. So I gotta test out my new Arcane's Valor. Freaking, this thing's beast. Get on out my way. Get. This thing's got nice defense on it. I'm not gonna lie. That was fast. Don't be. No, come here, blood boss. Come here. Superior legendary mallet. What does a superior legendary mallet go to? Oh, it's only +3 attack rating. That's right. Are you the one throwing logs on the pyre, sir? Because it's getting really hot. It's getting hot in here. Probably because I made that video specifically to be confrontational. So there's nothing that people like more than confrontation, I swear. They want you to say something nasty so they can be like, "No, sucker." So I did it on purpose. I mean, that is how I really feel, but I knew that how I really felt was going to be confrontational, so I did it on purpose. The funny thing is that it doesn't really matter if the video has downvotes or not. It's popular because people are clicking on it, and YouTube knows people are clicking on it, so it recommends it. It's funny because I did that video, and it was like a couple days after I did that video. Mr. Llama did a video too on the same topic, and his was a little shorter than mine, as my videos tend to be a little long. But I thought it was really funny because he literally said almost the same thing I did. I was kind of impressed. And he got the same amount of hate that I did. God, look at all them Novas, man. I tell you. I think they're fine at playing the game. I don't think they had any trouble, you know, playing. I think both of them focus way too much on endgame content. I think for 20 years, you know, the community has pretty much been endgame, and there haven't really been a lot of new players. And so I think they've been focusing really heavily on new, you know, the elite players, because those were the only players that existed, essentially. And I feel like that was okay before Diablo 2 Resurrected, and now that Diablo 2 Resurrected is here, it's a little bit different. It's you know, there's all these new players, either brand new, you know, brand spanking new, who've never played before, or people who are returning after long, you know, rusty spots of having not played, and they need more of a, you know, a beginner's touch. You know, they need things explained. They don't need you to just say, hey, this is the best gear to put it on, shut up. I mean, I've watched their content, and I feel like most of their content is aimed toward the end game crowd, which I think is a mistake, because I think the majority of the people who are coming in are not the end game crowd. I mean, I've been playing for 20 years, and there's still stuff that I learn about the game on a regular basis. And people who are coming in new, brand new, spanking new, shiny little baby butts, they have absolutely no clue what they're doing. Keep on freezing them targets, my buddy. Keep on freezing them targets. We don't want nobody moving around our town. We don't want nobody with a big old frown. Come on down to Big Old Joe's. We'll give you a big old pint of hose, and everyone will drink their fill of beer and whiskey, too. Mr. Llama and Dobrunsky both have a little bit of a strange voice. I'm not sure what's up with that. Let me go get my enchant buff stick. I keep forgetting I took my enchant buff stick off my swap. Come here, buff stick. Oh no, my enchant buff stick. Oh no, there it is. Okay. Yay! Oh, enchant myself, enchant myself. Let's go, let's go, let's go. My singing is the best. Yes, I shall sing to you all. Start doing like, what's that? You ever heard those like Mongolian throat singers? Like, there's like a Mongolian throat singer band. I listened to them one time and I was highly impressed. I probably can't even come close to what they do. It was just really cool sounding. I kind of wish the AI on the mercs was just a tiny bit better. Like, what I kind of wish that they would do is, like, if a monster was immune to their attack, like, for instance, with my particular merc, he has cold damage. If a monster was immune, that he would swap to his melee attack and just start beating him to death. That's right. I even put some of my songs up there as clips if you guys are interested. I swear one of my favorites, and I literally will sing it sometimes just out of the blue for no reason, is, "Oh, please don't eat me, antlions, I'll try my best to go. I want to run real fast, and I'll let you know. I'm not very tasty, and I've got no meat on the bone. Oh, please, Mr. Antlions, leave me alone." That's a good one. Leave my little dude alone. What did he do to you, you little evil thing? Go get some money back. Yeah, the Mongolian band is solid. They're solid. They know their jank. They know what they doing, okay? They know what they's doing. They're over here like, hurts my throat even doing it. God. Bleh. Superior Shillelagh. Aw, it's only +1 to blaze. Oh god, I forgot. Last wave. Merc, over here. Merc! No! Over here, Merc! Don't let them take you alive. Just a fun note to any of you melees who like to fight, have trouble fighting Lister the Tormentor. Don't fight him next to Bale. Okay? It's really simple. Don't fight him next to Bale. Bale is going to decrepify you. And decrepify is an absolutely awful curse. If you actually look up what decrepify does, it's god awful, especially for a melee class. Don't fight him next to Bale. It's terrible. Hey, is it even possible for a 4-socket white/gray shield to drop? I messed up on my socket quest with the wrong shield. Yes, you can get 4-socket shields. I had a white monarch earlier I gave away. If I find another one, it's all yours. I also have a spirit sword if you want it. It's in a conquest. It's in a conquest blade, but Merc, I'm gonna need you to get to work, okay? Get that cold damage in there and get to work. You better put them little casting hands to business. Them little things better go to business. Business school. taking care of business. Hey, day.
A festering essence of destruction.
Ooh, and a Trang's belt. Trang's belt, suckers. I know y'all to lose. Y'all just so to lose. It's a pretty rare find. Trang's belt is not common. That's why I'm making a big deal out of it. It's not common. Yeah, 4-socket, 4-socket F Monarch Shields. Only if you want to put it on a merc. Santiago. I'm using an F Monarch Shield right now. I mean, you can technically put a spirit in it and just use it anyway until it breaks. The most classes that use a shield, the spirit shield, don't really actually use it anyway, like the sorceresses and stuff. Especially if it's a necromancer. A necromancer. Oh no. It's 10 o'clock. Boo-hoo. Hey, I got a full token set. So if you guys are unaware of how to make a token, so if you right-click on a token, it will reset all your character stats back to level 1, and you get to respend your points. But to make a token, you have to collect the Twisted Essence of Suffering. You have to collect the Twisted Essence of or Charged Essence of Hatred, the Burning Essence of Terror, and the Festering Essence of Destruction. So the Festering Essence of Destruction comes from Baal. The Burning Essence of Terror comes from Diablo. The Charged Essence of Hatred comes from Mephisto. And the Twisted Essence of Suffering comes from... Is it Andariel? I think it's Andariel, isn't it? Anyway, you put them all in the cube. Bink, 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 bink. And you have to arrange them like this. I'm kidding. You don't have to arrange them. It's a joke. You can put them in there however you want. I was making a funny joke here. Let's put them in all 4 corners. That'll summon Diablo himself. And then you end up with a token of absolution. Now I have 2 tokens of absolution. Always nice to have a couple tokens of absolution around, because once you use up your 3 resets, it's nice to have some more resets handy. McLaurin, yes, you need a good weapon for your Barbarian for him to do good damage. Barbarians are very weapon-based. What kind of weapon are you using? I might have something laying around you could use. What's your level? And what's your weapon class you're going for? You going for axes? You going for swords? You going for pole arms? Because in your mastery, whatever mastery points you're putting in, I guess, is what's important. Because I probably have, I've got like a Butcher's Pupil laying around, which would be a halfway decent low-level warp weapon. I know that. Let's see. Tank and Spank. Create game. Normal. Hey, 99 cent from the Divine Warrior. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I will buy myself a dark chocolate mound bar with that. They're delicious. Your sword is level 74. Oh, your sword and you're level 74. Okay. Swords. I don't know if I have any really good swords. I've got a really nice mace, the Barbarian Star. I've got a really nice axe, the Razor's Edge Tomahawk. I've got this ridiculous javelin class weapon with 284 damage on it, which is also kind of ridiculous, but not a sword. I'm trying to think if I have any swords laying around. Let me check a couple characters. Are you doing dual wield swords, or are you doing single, like one two-handed sword? Just out of curiosity. Oh, Bone Snap is a great mace. It just has to be upgraded. A lot of people don't realize that Bone Snap Maul is actually amazing. The problem is that it has to be upgraded using the upgraded recipes. So if you haven't upgraded it, it's not going to be worth using. I think I actually have a lightsaber laying around. I think that's what I was looking for. I got a Mortal King's Stone Crusher. You want an IK Maul? Here, you said your sword mastery, so you probably don't want that. Yeah, unfortunately for Bone Snap to be worth using in Hell difficulty, it needs to be Ethereal. Hell difficulty, which is Elite. So, Elite. God, I can't spell Elite. Blade of Alibaba. Yep. Gingivitis. That's the Kyle and Kyles. All the Kyles that ever Kyled. Nothing here either. Not even a single sword. No swords. Yeah, you can play offline. We've got a bunch of offline characters specifically for that purpose. bunch of bows, nothing in here. Flash render. Yeah, I'm not sure if I have a sword for you, McLaurin. I really don't know. I was pretty sure I had a lightsaber sitting around somewhere, but maybe not. I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to eventually upgrade yourself to you know, the best weapon that you can possibly get. I can give you something that might tide you over for the time being, but got a superior 3-socket cryptic axe in here if anybody wants to make a crescent moon. There's a lightsaber. A lightsaber phase blade. I don't know if you want to try that out. And a Demon Horde's Edge helmet, which is pretty nice. Looks like we got some donations. If you want those, McLaurin, come on in. That's GGM 116. I've actually I gotta go take the dogs out, and I gotta hit the hay. I gotta work tomorrow. Love to play all night, but life, you know, life. If you guys hit that like button and smash it hard enough, maybe eventually I won't need to work and I can play all day. Haha. Anyway, guys and gals, I'll catch you tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make videos tomorrow or if I'm gonna stream tomorrow, but I'm usually doing something, one or the other. And if you want to hang out in the Discord with me and chat and stuff, we do have Discord up. You're welcome to come in there and have some fun with us. We have a kinship going too, which is basically, you know, a group of us which are kind of helping each other out, sharing items, that sort of thing. So it's more than just simply, you know, we're playing together. We're actively trying to help each other out, which is a breath of fresh air from the regular community, if that makes any sense. All right, well, I will catch you tomorrow, and as always, thanks for watching, and keep watching.